Welcome back to Tabletop Troops.
So,
Episode episode 2. Uh
Tuesday's why.
so last time when we left off, you guys got these crystals to Earth, and then after bringing them to Earth, you got into a skirmish with Jarlaxle and a fleet of Drow Spelljammers. And you guys picked up out of the wreckage.
We got something like 3 million gold from them as a reward. I think that was four. Yeah.
I think it was 6.
Oh. Alright. Yeah, dig deep.
It was right there for giving us 3.
In the wreckage of this ship, you found a few just like mediocre magic items. You find a set of +1 studded leather armor, uh, like a golden set of plate that you're not sure really what it does, but probably something special. And you find the coolest thing that you find, other than the intriguingness of the golden armor, is this bulky suit which can fully encase your head and body. It's a fish suit, so it enables you to breathe in an airless environment and renders you immune to harmful gas. That's right.
Looks like those deep sea diver suits.
Yeah,
Like the
yeah.
old school ones, like the big old fish tank helmets.
So it gives you a swimming speed, walking speed while underwater, and a flying speed to your walking speed in an environment with no gravity. So that's outside of your air bubble of Spelljammer. But and it goes like on top of any armor that you're wearing, so it doesn't like replace your armor. It's like almost like an addition, sort of integration type. Yeah, those are the things you find, as well as there's scattered gold and debris everywhere, and depending on how much time you spend sifting through, is how much gold you will find. How's
The
that?
infinite money clause. The rest
No.
of the stream just searching for money.
I mean, it could be the rest of the stream searching for money, but it's not infinite money. Yeah, on it. I actually forgot my dice in my car, so I'll be right back.
What's the
You guys talk about how long you're gonna.
We can get 100,000 gold. We can upgrade the ship.
Upgrade it, not sell it.
Whatever comes first.
Beats coming from.
Copy that. Am I the only one that wears stuff around?
Yeah, I'm only light medium.
You're a barbarian, right?
Yeah.
Might not even be wearing any.
No, I don't think I am.
So, studded leather is probably just sellable.
Yeah, 'cause I don't wear it, right? Sorcerers don't have any purpose.
Okay, we're back. So what did you guys decide?
I'll slap on the golden plate. Then we'll probably just, one of us will just hold the studded leather to sell later.
You can be the
Inventory man.
Inventory tracker.
I'm gonna search for like 2 hours. Be a good chance to collect some. I can buy some nice things.
Alright.
The suit, the fish suit, would probably be useful for Lauren because it's not
Is
it's
it?
armor.
Yeah.
And then if she gets to, she could float out outside of her ship. Always shoot with a gun, maybe. Because you're going to be in the helm, right?
Yeah.
You're not in the helm. We're crashing. Just an idea.
So, how long are you guys searching?
6 weeks. We'll spend the foreseeable future at least a few hours. This is free to claim, right? We're not breaking any laws taking it.
Yeah, no, he told you, Mordekainen told you that you could sift through wreckage.
In a couple hours at least.
Yeah, right? Like a couple hours.
Right.
I'll take a however long it is, half hour to put on plate. Give it
Yeah.
anyone while they're searching.
So, in 2 hours, find 85 gold.
Ooh.
Right, now we're going to meet up with Mordecai, right?
He sent our payment to the Rock of Brawl, didn't he?
He also said that he would pay you guys, when you, like, for helping him with the,
Right.
Jarlaxle problem.
That's all in our pocket. That doesn't go to the rock. Our protection suit.
Did this armor do anything?
Yes, it does.
Started looking too expensive.
Well,
What?
ASMR.
I figured I'm gonna have to open the bag at some point, so might as well. We'll do that one.
So, this armor
Probably like-
gives you resistance to fire damage,
I already have resistance to fire, so I'll resist it again.
which is nothing.
Yeah.
Of course, quite a bit of money as well, though, is your
Like, what's your
studded
definition of
leather.
quite a bit of money?
Bit of money.
Like- 2,000 gold.
I'm starting way too low.
Like
too
2
low?
million
Just
gold?
normal plate is 1,500 gold.
Like
Okay.
2 million gold, approximately.
No, give me an intelligence check. You're like
Oh
The
man.
gift? Yeah.
Oh good.
you're doing like what's it called when someone looks at something and determines the value of it?
Appraising it?
Ooh,
Appraising.
I voted 9.
At least 2 million
At
gold.
least 2 million
Boy.
gold, yeah.
Well, I gotta sell this. I'm making sure I take
Oh,
Misty
man.
with me.
Indeed. Invasion has occurred.
Dogs,
Put that big box in front of it.
one box. So head to Mordecai then.
Yep. I'm assuming he's in the same place where we.
There's also lots of merchants here as well for selling the stuff you guys just found.
I'll take this and the leather armor, and I'll go deal with the merchants, and you go get our money from. It's been good, Captain.
Sounds right.
Alright, so Kyle, you go to the merchant district, which is they have one really close to the Spelljammer port because there's lots of stuff like that going on around the ports. and you're walking around, and the majority of these merchants are little like hooded penguin people, and they're short and pudgy penguin looking people, and they're all over the place like selling little bits of everything. They all seem to deal in pretty well everything, like from magic items to not all of them deal in Spelljammer stuff specifically, but all of them are doing like the mundane stuff, which is like the stuff that all fantasy.
Uh, I'll go try to find the one that looks like maybe has the most extravagant stuff.
All right, all right. So you can do an intelligence check, or maybe just perception.
Perception would be 10.
A 10. So they all look like they have really good stuff. So you pick one of the better looking ones. Like
There, that.
you definitely know which ones have the worst stuff.
Yeah.
These ones all have really good stuff. They go up. Little penguin creature. And he says, "Hello. Could I help you with today?"
Okay. We're new to this planet, but we're kind of traders of such, and showing this fancy gold plate. It's something we acquired on our travels, and wondering if you might be interested in purchasing it.
You see him like sort of like touch his head like this, and then you see like another little penguin guy come out of the back, and he like picks it up. He's looking at it.
Give him a
Like-
sniff. See if I smell that, if he's like a physical thing or if he's less like an illusion.
Perception.
Another 10. Well, back to back 3.
They smell like penguins.
Okay. In case something fishy's going on.
They do smell fishy.
That's true.
So this guy's looking at it, and he says, "How'd you find this? Did you say?"
We found it on a ship that we had to dispose of. So this was part of our report you saw.
Interesting. I was just curious.
I don't have a receipt for it.
No,
but
that's
right
okay.
now.
That's fine. That's fine.
I
'Cause
hear on the street might be worth up to 2 million gold.
I don't know who your people are, but they're the wrong people.
I make
That's
a
a-
mental note that maybe the gift doesn't have the sharpest eye value.
Listen, we're all about resale here. Hope you understand that before I give you this offer.
Gotta stay in the hustle.
Best. I mean, I'll tell you this right now. It's worth in pristine condition 2,000 gold pieces.
Nice.
This is not in pristine condition.
It's pretty close though.
It's nice. It's nice. I'll tell you that. But again, we resell, and the best I can offer you is 1,500 gold.
Think about it for a second, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna cast guidance on myself. I'm gonna say, I'll let you have it for 1,650 because I know the value of this stuff. Because like I normally walk around in gear similar to this, and I feel like you're not gonna have any problems selling it to some rich, noble like person just so we can show it off. Like this has very strong properties. Like I identified it myself, so I know you could easily flip this for upwards of 2,500 gold to the right person. And in a busy place like this, adventurers that go out to the space, like with all the pirate attacks, they're gonna want to be equipped.
You could do like a convincing check.
Nice.
Persuasion, yeah.
Let's see if I had anything to convince him. Oh, great. There's a 7.
What do you actually think about this product? Like,
Personally,
yeah.
I think it's good. It'd be probably like a rare magic item, which what could be around $5,000 per person. For me personally, I just have no use for it because I'm already in plate and I already have resistance to fire. But too, if I was like a fighter type, like a mercenary that was protecting a ship, it seems to me resistance to fire would be useful on a ship. You got explosions going off and stuff, but like I work in the forge all the time, right down in the engine. I'm used to the heat. It don't bother me now.
Do a wisdom saving throw.
I don't like where these penguins are at. That's a lot. 22.
So you pass big time.
Do I know what
He
caused it?
he attempted to probe into your mind.
Cut eyes at him.
Yeah.
I think it's.
He's like, hey, I was just trying to back up what you were telling me. It's all business here, no worries.
I'm like, hey, I'm one of the most honest people you'll ever find. Like, I believe in the heart of the ship and unity, trustworthy. Like, I'm where it's at. Some people would say I'm lawful and good. 1,600 and it's yours. I'll even come down 50 gold, and I feel like I'm giving you a real good deal on this. I think you'll be able to turn a minimum 900 gold profit. It's just we are leaving very soon, and I don't have time to go barter around. And you guys look like the highest end of these penguin merchants.
1,600 is a deal.
Reach out to Shaky's little flipper.
Little flipper, yeah. I think they have fingers.
I still reach for the flipper.
Oddly, they're stubby, short and pudgy fingers still, but fingers nonetheless.
Take it off and so yeah.
So another doer, that's what these little penguin people are called, are doer, comes out with a little pouch, and he hands it to you, and it's 160 in platinum.
I count it.
As the one who appraised it brings the armor out into the back to shine up for presentation.
As I'm counting each individual platinum, I'm like, do you guys have any other magic items around here to sell?
We have lots of good. Trust me. As you see a fourth doer who looks different than the others as well, comes out with this box as he opens it, and it's just full of these rings. He's like, these all do different resistments, different
Awesome.
different powers they all have, but we're having a deal. They go 3 for 1,500 gold pieces.
3 at random? Or do I get to choose the 3?
Random, yeah.
Well, I can't pass up on 3 random things. I'll give them I won't even haggle. I'll give them the 1,500, and I'll pick 3 at random. Is there anything that, like, I'm going to assume I'm reaching into a grab bag?
Yeah. It's like a box.
I even closed my eyes to add to it. My curiosity got the best of me.
Roll a d20.
11.
It will be 3.
You want 3 d20s? 11. 6.
Oh,
9.
roll a d10 after your. This ring has a tourmaline gem on it, and just with your knowledge of Arcana and magic items, you know that this is the ring of cold resistance. Then 6
You need another D10.
Uh, um, this ring is like it wraps around and is like an open end, so there's no actual like connection on it. It's like the way it would be connected, they go in two separate directions. Uh, and you're not sure what this one quite is. And what was your last 20 roll? This one has a purple gem on it,
Purple.
and that's all you can discern from it at the moment. So spend some time identifying.
I have the identified stuff.
Yeah.
I can't remember if that takes 10 minutes or not. But
If you can cast it as a ritual.
I
Oh.
can't. I don't think players ritual cast, do they?
Yeah, most
Really?
definitely.
I'll burn 2 first level spells, so I want to run back. I don't
Right,
want to
right.
stay and wait 10 minutes.
So the one with the purple gem is a ring of mind shielding.
Ooh, I like that.
Makes you immune to magic that
Use your head.
that allows creatures to read your thoughts. Use an action to become invisible.
What? Yes, sir.
If you die wearing the ring, your soul enters it, unless it already houses another soul, which it doesn't. You'd be able to tell that from your identifier. And you can remain in the ring or depart for your afterlife.
I'm gonna chill it.
While you're within the ring, you have telepathic communication with any creature wearing it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Oh, and your
I was take you with me when you die.
your open-ended one is a ring of free action, which makes difficult terrain not work on you, as well as your speed can't be reduced, nor can you be paralyzed or restrained.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
So it's like freedom of movement always. Except, I think freedom of movement, you can use 5 feet to escape a grapple, where this is... can't. Yeah.
I think the little, what they're called, doors?
Door.
Doors. I believe.
So back in Mordekainen's lab, which is where he went with the crystals to kind of do some research on them. And seeing as you guys spent some time searching the wreckage, he had quite a bit of time to do some research on this, just a little thing. So you guys enter and he's like, and he kind of flicks up this little monocle type thing that's attached to like little rod on his head. He flips it up. He's like, so found some good stuff, I hope, in the drow wreckage.
Yeah, we found some stuff. Some pretty cool looking stuff. I'm not really sure what they did, but my friend Ajax went and checked it out and got it appraised and stuff. So hopefully it's good stuff.
Right. So you guys, I think, are looking for payment for your help.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I did tell you I would take good care of you. Seeing as you guys took good care of us. So, I'll give you each 250 gold pieces, so that's 1,000 in total, including your Haduzi friend. For those coming back from last week, we lost the Haduzi, but no big deal. He'll just stay on Owerth after getting paid for his good work.
So how much was it again? 250?
250.
Oh, I forgot to sell that +1 stud on there. I'll take whatever lowball offer they give me.
Yep. Let's go 250 as well. Um, Mordekainen tells you that he's been studying these crystals, some more, and he says, as I said before, these are like hyperspace crystals. They give spelljammers the ability to travel in light speed, but there's only been one known ship to be able to harness it without disastrous repercussions, and I believe that you. So,
Great.
so I don't know if someone plans or someone thinks that they can do this again, like replicate you or replicate something like you anyways, or if disastrous repercussions are what they wish. Um I'll let you guys in on a little secret since I trust you guys, and we've just lost one member of our council, and I feel that times are really uneasy right now. Uh, I'll let you in on who these crystals were going to in the first place. You guys were just the last portion of a mission to intercept these crystals and then bring them here to me. Um, these crystals have been being shipped from different parts of the galaxy to the Vordoni Empire, which is this collective, this tyrannical group from this one system originally called Vordon, but this this one crystal sphere long ago was going to be destroyed by a supernova of their sun, and this this man, the Emperor, he was able to uh get some people out of there before the sun exploded. He also managed to talk the gods of that crystal sphere into hiding inside of this little orb that he constructed so that he could bring them out and kind of release them into whatever sphere they decided to live in after that. But he decided not to let them out after they left Vordon, and since then they've been spreading and amassing crystal spheres all in a cluster where they are they rule over dozens of galaxies, whereas most crystal spheres don't know that there even is more worlds out there past the edge of their galaxy. So I am afraid of what these uh these Vordoni have planned with all of these hyperspace crystals. Uh, as we cut back to Kyle, who just sold a bunch of stuff and is walking around with a big pouch of gold and platinum. Uh, as you hear this like rippling boom come in, and it sounds like something really big just entered the atmosphere, or something even bigger than that just entered this like the orbit of this system. As you look up and you can see these ships floating in orbit. At first you're wondering if they're entering, but they seem to just be stationary there in orbit, and they're so big that they look like these almost centimeter long uh arrows that you can see from, like, they're a centimeter long from where you're standing as they're orbit as they just entered orbit.
Probably can't make out very many details.
No.
Uh, I'm gonna kind of quicken my pace to get back with the other guys, just on the off chance that it could be trouble. But this is marketing hub kind of areas, but I'm a little suspicious that they stayed in orbit instead of coming down. Worst case scenario, they might be like doing routine searches or something.
So you quicken your pace back to Mordekainen's lab. As you get there, Mordekainen is still sort of explaining this empire and the damage that they could do to these two. As you rush in, he's sort of like finishing up his little monologue about the empire.
As soon as he's
Right.
done talking, I'm like, Captain Kraken.
Yeah.
If you're finished here, I think we should hurry up and leave. Seen a large mass of ships that just stopped outside orbit. They're very large. I don't know what they're up to, but it might be time for us to leave.
Yep, we'll check it out and make sure there's no threat and maybe scurry on.
Morde-
Go to Mordecai and be like, you got anything else to say about this? Like,
He-
this is...
After hearing that something else just entered the atmosphere, he's curious, so he steps outside, kind of to look up at what this could be.
Is it a bird? Plane?
He looks up, he says, no, it can't be. As he runs back, he starts packing up all of these crystals, and he grabs it, he says, we need to get out of here. You need to get us out of here. We need to go to the Rock of Brawl and speak with your captain immediately. Because those ships are bigger than anything I've ever seen. I can't guarantee who they are, but they're not here for good reason.
I'm gonna tell him to give me the crystals, and I'll take good care of them for him.
After he's like really struggling to hold up this box
Yeah.
in the first place, so he's like, that may be a good idea as he hands them to you. He's like, I'm gonna go gather Bigby, and we'll meet you at your
Other
ship.
Okay, so while he's gathering Bigby, I'm gonna take 4 of these crystals and pocket them.
Sure.
Maybe even 5.
Yep.
I like odd numbers.
These guys these guys see you.
see
see you do that,
And
but-
the ring of mind shielding.
They see
Let
me
give you a
do
quick
that?
rundown of
These
what
two
it
do.
does.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
And I said, hey, Misty, you're way off on the value of that armor. Way
I'm
off.
gonna say, who did you go to? You must have been lowballs.
I
Like,
chuck you a little bag. You open it up, and there's 80 gold, and then a ring of cold resist, but it's got the holy symbol of Torm. Can't wear it. Look weird with me. They're like, oh, you worship Torm, and then it's an awkward conversation. No.
I
Don't
resistance
worship
to cold.
What was
Yeah.
the ring of...
Oh, I wrote it down.
Mind
I
shield?
just didn't tell you in character. It gives you, as an action, you can go invisible, and then
That's just free? Like, there's no charges on the ring or anything?
the ones at long rest.
No, yeah.
No.
To go invisible, no. You just do it as an action.
And if they try to like read your thoughts, they can't. And then if you die, your consciousness, it's almost like a phylactery for you. Your soul will go in there. So then I can just take that ring off you, and it's like the cloud, man. You'll be backed up on it.
No.
I kept the ring of free movement because I don't ever want to repair it.
Oh, this.
Kids love that movie. Is that the first one or the second? Sing.
Sing. Must be the first one.
There's I think the second one was okay, but the first one I think was.
I haven't seen the second one.
They go find this like retired rock singer. Try to get him in a retirement to do one last shit.
There a third one?
There's a third one.
Yeah, I have seen the second.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Yeah.
Disclaimer.
So I checked. Oh yeah, and you got 80 gold.
Yes, I wrote that down. Or I could get 80 more gold, or
The pencil.
You just
Where'd you
write
get
that
where'd you
down.
get 80 gold from in the first place?
I
Kyle.
split up the money.
It's not a very good split.
The 250?
Oh.
I split the 250. Yes, I
You
didn't want
can't-
to. I don't want to break 10 gold 3 ways. If you had to give me a little bit more, I would have split it comfortably.
Did you split what the profit from the plate as well?
I gave them each a ring.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually honestly forgot that I had 10 platinum left over. That's pretty.
So, you guys all gathered back at the ship, and if I remember correctly, there's some damage still to it from the Jarlaxle
the hyperdrive
skirmish.
thing. You know,
I thought like the ship as well. Maybe not.
I have something that says we're 3.5 out of 4,
My
but I thought that was the
health
things
points.
to do with the hyperdrive.
Yeah, the health points here says that we're at 84 HP.
Yeah, right.
Shit.
So, you all gather on the ship, and go to take off. And I mean, you take off fine, but it'll be a check to get the hyperdrive going. And it says that your engines are at 3.5 out of 4, so you're not at full speed quite as well.
Would I is Mordecai in here yet?
Yep.
Would I have time to? Is it mending that you do once an hour?
Yeah, you could do a mending.
It doesn't mean that the mending
yeah.
takes an hour.
No,
it's
it just takes the action.
And that's 2d8.
One
1d8.
plus your
1
mod.
plus mod. So that is 8 hit points on the ship, Cam. And then I will cast guidance on myself because I have to do the hyperdrive check.
Yep.
Cast guidance.
It's DC 10.
Oh, crushed. Like 18.
So you guys get out of the atmosphere of this planet, and as soon as you do, Kyle punches the hyperdrive, and you blast off to the edge of this crystal sphere. As you do, there are as you get out of the orbit of the planet, you have the opportunity to sort of inspect these huge ships that just entered the orbit as well, if you want to do that, or just punch it and go.
I'm gonna look at them since I'm probably on the deck, like just looking around.
Yeah, I'm like
anyway.
punching in coordinates and like I'm busy trying to get
Yeah.
this hyperdrive off.
Do
Possibly.
a history check, but it'll be super easy.
Okay, good.
Also,
It'll
Lauren,
completely shit.
you would have that fish suit too.
Oh,
Fish
Go
suit.
inside the
okay.
ship.
Haha, 3. Was it
Aha!
that easy?
You said it was easy.
Yeah, it was easy. Not quite that easy.
I got a 4 and I add -1.
Yeah. You almost got it. They look familiar, but you've seen a lot of ships in your time. But these ones are extra big, but you're like, big ship, whatever.
Big ship.
Not as big as me.
But they do look familiar to you. You've seen them before, definitely. Whereas Mordecai said he'd never seen anything like it.
I'm gonna go ask Kraken and Ajax. They think I should swim over there with my newfound fish suit.
Over to the big
I'm
ship.
holding that lever to kick her
We're
to
like-
drive, and I'm like,
We're getting out of here. We're getting out of Dodge.
just waiting for orders, Captain. Need to know give it all she's got.
Give her all she's got.
Bam! Stop it. I
Yeah.
pretend that I like go way back.
So, you guys are shooting through hyperspace for a short amount of time, but an amount of time nonetheless.
Enough to play a game of chess.
A
With
really
Oh,
quick, a really
what's that
quick one.
The Star Trek one. It's like
The 3D chess?
3D chess,
Yeah.
Does that? Which one? Must be Kirk and Lauren be Spock in this. So I can't see her. I can see her getting madder than Spock does. You're gonna flip the board over and shoot you with a cannon.
Yep, that's it. On the prosper.
So, you slow down and exit hyperspace as you approach the crystal sphere. And as usual, you need to wait for a portal to show up and then fly through there. But as you reach the edge of the crystal sphere, there are these huge ships. As you look around, they're extremely far scattered out, but you can see one pretty close to you as it's coming towards your ship.
These are the same ones we've seen from Planet.
Yep. And these ships are quite scattered, but they're huge, and you're not sure what they're capable of. As we're going to, I guess I'll ask what you guys are gonna do first.
Would I have enough time to try to fix that damaged hyperdrive thing?
To the engine, which lowers your speed. The hyperdrive depends on your hit points.
Okay, so the thing that lowers our speed.
Yep, you can do
And
that.
I don't remember what kind of check that. Is that Arcana too?
First though, before you do that, I'm gonna ask like what these two are planning on doing as well.
So they're just like approaching us, trying to like dock us, or like are they gonna say something to us?
They're approaching your general direction. But Mordekainen was pretty scared of these just being in his crystal sphere, so you need to get me out of here. So
I'm gonna mount my turret because I think I'm gonna decide that for now I'm definitely the safest on the ship because you don't really know how many people are on the ship. Like there could be 10, there could be 50 people about to kill me. I'm just gonna mount my turret and ask Mordecane, like, yo, what do you think we should do here? Do I open fire? Do I wait a second? Like, what do you think is the best plan here?
I mean,
Yeah.
you guys are the experts in this field, but we cannot be captured by them, and we cannot be captured by them, and we will probably run into problems with them just being here.
If I hear that, I grab Jelly by the side of her cube-shaped body. I'm like, did you hear that? They're not taking us alive! But I like watching her jiggle.
She gets this look of distinction on her face. She's like,
I'm gonna look at Mordecai and be like, don't worry, they won't get us. And then like pull a lever and like drop our ship down and like start doing like maneuvers.
so right now we're gonna enter. As you go to do that, and Kyle's going to start doing his fixings on the engines, and Lauren's getting on her turret to start firing. You see this ship, like this green beam of energy coming towards you, but it doesn't quite reach you before we enter a skills competition, skills challenge, yes, competition. Except it is, I win. I'm gonna win too.
Any initiative first or no?
So we'll do initiative. Yeah.
Oh, wasted that roll.
Same.
Nice. Wasted.
Waste.
You waste yours too?
No.
Okay, good.
Do I use my initiative or the ship's initiative?
Yours. All right. Who got good initiative?
21.
We
Oh.
did waste it.
Oh, yeah.
I got 10.
Those rolls.
Yeah.
All right. So Kyle's up first.
So, does it take an action to try to fix it, or is like, would I be able? I wouldn't be able to cast a spell too.
No, less bonus actions.
Is it Arcana?
For the ship, it's your
the
smith.
smithing one. Oh, nat 20.
Funny, that'll succeed.
My big belt on.
Big boy.
Big boy.
So you're working on the engines, and this half of this engine, like this engine that was kind of sputtering out, lights right back up as you're confident now that you're back to your full 100 feet of speed.
All that hype that Jelly had, and I'm like, can't let her down.
So we're back to 100.
100 speed. Yeah, your hit points are still not quite 100.
Can't feel it again.
So now we got Camden. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna. I don't even know.
It must be Lauren. Lauren got.
Oh, I skipped Lauren to start with.
Skip.
Lauren was before you. Kyle.
I'm not re-rolling that.
Doesn't matter. Kyle was fixing the speed, and you're not gonna use the speed.
Yeah, right. Alright, so just gonna go ahead and try this out right now instead of like trying to do it later. I reach into my pocket, grab one of the crystals, and just put it in the end of my turret, and then see what happens when I shoot at this ship here.
Load it into your turret. All right, all right.
Loading it in.
So making your attack roll.
This was a movie. This is where you hear Lauren in a voiceover and like the screen pauses. That's when I decided. Sure, that's when I thought.
And
Made a bad decision.
that one doesn't hit, but I'm gonna actually I'm gonna
Mordecai
reckless
doesn't
attack
know that you
and
took-
do it at
Good
advantage.
thing.
Ooh,
You should have suspected.
25.
Well, like looking over, you just see her pull out a crystal and chuck it in her cannon. But
My own personal collection of crystals.
yeah, this is I brought this from home.
25 hits.
All right.
Nice.
So.
So, give me, hold on.
Give me more. You passed me a D.
You wanted to make me think that you were trying to help, but then you were like, "I'm not getting that." Like,
So when you fire this crystal out of your turret, there's a small antimatter implosion that happens inside of your inside of the
The turret.
The turret.
Oh, jumping
Uh-oh.
G-Willikers.
I might have broke it, guys.
So your turret's gonna take some damage. Your turret takes 21 damage and it has 50 total hit points.
Okay.
But as you fire it, it hits this crystal shooting covered in your radiant energy. Shoots, and when it hits the other ship, it causes an even bigger antimatter implosion, and you'll roll double the damage on it to make it
Nice.
68.
Does it sound like does it have like a huge explosion sound?
Yeah,
Way more
it's sort of like
D8,
it's sort of like
More.
sort of like a black hole opening. So like
Nice.
it's like a big suction and then like closes really quickly as well.
Oh, gosh. Three damage. Actually, no, 25.
Right on. So as this huge, like this small, I guess, black hole opens up and then closes, you see some of the other ships that are scattered around, turning towards your location as well, as something has happened over there that they are extremely interested
The
in.
crystal sphere better hurry up and open.
I'm gonna intercom to Lauren and be like, "Where'd you get that crystal from?"
None of your business.
You saw me take it.
I did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ethan
Yeah,
said
you
you
did.
saw me take
Yeah,
it.
you
Well,
did.
I'm gonna be like, "You should probably give those crystals to Kyle because he could probably use that a lot better for fixing the ship than destroying your turret."
I only took a couple. There's still lots left.
So it's Camden's turn.
Can I use my this skills challenge still, right? Yeah. Can I use my performance to try and like maneuver it?
It'll be your spellcasting ability.
Okay.
You can use like your spell attack, I guess, so your proficiency as well.
Uh, 17.
So you're like, okay, I know a few maneuvers, and like sort of in the A New Hope when Han Solo says I got a few maneuvers, and the ship, the Millennium Falcon, just drifts lightly to the left. That's sort of the maneuver you did, but it worked perfectly, as it gives disadvantage on something that's about to happen.
I over-exaggerate the slight maneuvering in the engine room. Hey, Captain never ceases to impress me.
So... And like, you're like, sort of like running away from them as well, like getting out of ranges, or like are you just like doing sort of dodge maneuvers and trying to stay in this area?
I'm like right on the edge of the crystal sphere
right.
or whatever, like trying to look for a portal opening.
But
we're running away as fast
as you're going, like you're leaving some behind you, but there's more popping up in front of you as well as ships. Yeah.
No more portals.
No. So, as you're going along the crystal sphere, you see one of the ships ahead of you. You see, similar to what Lauren just did, this, like, black hole-looking thing starts to open up on the very peak of this arrow-shaped ship. And it's growing there, but it's not actually, like, touching the ship. Like, the point of the ship is sort of, like, keeping the energy there, away from damaging the ship, as it's twice the size of the one Lauren shot, and it comes aimed at you guys. Disadvantage. Cannon's maneuvering too well. 14.
Yeah, definitely.
So you see this black hole open up right beside you as you're like drifting slightly to the left out of the way. You're like, yep, you're just on like a Sunday drive. You're like, does it what?
It hit a ship behind us that's following us?
No, it doesn't. It's really close to hitting you guys, and you're not close enough to any other ships. So
Next time I'll
back up to Lauren's turn.
Well, I can't do that again because the
Might
turret
blow
will
your
break.
turret right
So we're just gonna go for a normal attack now.
something. Yeah. Your skills will do something cool. This is the skills challenge.
Oh yeah.
What was it that you said you were gonna do?
Just attack, but I was probably gonna like spray some people.
You're not quite close enough to do your spray.
Okay, not quite yet.
You gotta almost be like in docking range to do that. But it is up to you. You also have a fish suit, right?
Yeah.
Fish suit, baby.
Yeah, fish.
But like, you do anything. If you want to attack again, that's fine by me as
You might
well.
want to tether yourself to the ship, though, if you're going to jump off. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll find some rope and like try and like tie myself to the boat.
Right. So do a dying check, I guess. Sleight of hand, we'll say. You can use your strength though, and if you're proficient with sleight of hand.
19.
That's right on. So you get not pretty, and you're pretty happy with it. You're like, oh yeah, this is a gift knot. It'll definitely hold.
Nice. I'm gonna float. I'm gonna just start floating off. And
jump out?
Towards one of the ships.
So how much rope do you have? Say.
I'd say probably like a lot.
enough.
Let's say like 100. You have 100 feet of rope.
Okay, yeah.
So you start drifting out. You have a fly speed while you're out here in zero gravity. Once you get past the air bubble, that is, then you're in zero gravity. But that's like 20 feet approximately.
Okay.
So you start drifting out as you're getting quite a bit closer to this ship that was in front of you. So maybe next turn you could get your blast off, or depending on where Camden moves, you could do something else. Anyways, Kyle's turn.
Do I have enough movement to get to the turret?
Yeah.
If I run up to the turret, I think I already. My first check was like a repair check, so I probably can't do it. But from that position, could I use a blast to get Lauren and Camden and myself?
Yep.
So do you want to do just spell casting?
Yeah, spellcasting would be it.
As I'm gonna try to cast blast targeting us. As try to say a few quick words, like believe in the ship and believe in yourself. So spellcasting is 3, so that's an 11. Its proficiency would be a 14.
That still fails. The everybody's blessed still, like the spell works nonetheless. But what does it? Something will happen. When event happens. We'll go Camden first.
Can I use perception to try and look for the portal opening up, or portals opening up to different...
Yep, for sure. $15. That fails.
What?
So you're.
Did you add your D4?
Oh no, I didn't.
Ooh.
How
You
big
need
one is it, no, Amy?
Oh, what did maybe I don't- Whoops.
19?
19's right on.
Oh,
So
Welcome.
you see a portal, but it's right behind that ship. Like directly, that ship was sitting right at that portal and then turned towards you guys. And it's right behind the ship that you're staring right down.
get as close to it as possible, and I'll get into the portal, and then we'll all just be sucked into it together.
You're tethered. You're part of the ship. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm tethered to the ship.
As
See that working?
So Lauren's hanging off the side. Camden's looking for portals. He finds one. Kyle blesses by the turret. And you see this the ship ahead of you getting even closer as it's going to do that thing where it shoots out this green cone-shaped energy, and it's not quite close enough to the ship, but Lauren is dangling off of the sides, and Lauren gets enveloped in this green energy, and she needs to make a strength save.
No, Bestie, get out of that green stuff. Get a D4 also. Oh no.
17.
17 is not quite enough. As you start getting pulled towards this ship, as the rope that you're on begins to get taut, as it's bringing you to the edges of the thing, and it looks like the rope may not hold. You're not sure.
Can I relay that information to Andrew?
For sure. Yep.
Like cracking them, like I tell you what's going on.
I'm gonna cut the rope.
What?
It's your turn. Yeah, go.
One thing
Yeah.
not to do in this situation.
I'm cutting the rope to see who the bastards are on the other side.
So make a reverse sleight of hand check, so you can use your strength. Yeah.
Big number. 23.
All right. So you rip the rope off around your waist, and you start floating even quicker into this thing.
Finger, middle finger this up.
As it's Cam's turn.
I'm gonna.
Me, right?
Oh, yeah, Kyle's third. So.
I got a dumb question. If
Yeah.
I cast banishment on Lauren and we go through the portal, would Lauren still be stuck where we are? Or like she'd still be stuck here, not with us anymore.
If you cast banishment on her, and then go through the portal, when you stop concentrating,
Like if it goes the minute,
yeah,
she pop back out there, floating in space, or would she pop out in
yeah, she pops her back right where she was.
Okay, I thought so, but I was like, I figured I'd better ask. Okay. Man, oh man, Lauren.
I have a good feeling about this.
Do you know?
I have a good feeling about this.
I'm gonna talk to you and say, tell you to get ready to go into hyperspace. Wait, I have a question first. Are you allowed to go through hyperspace going through a portal?
You can, yeah.
Right.
But you have to have a more or less straight trajectory.
Yeah.
I salute Misty and I run back to the engine room as I. Should I ready my hyperspace jump or do the check but have it wait to resolve on his turn? Is that what you want?
Yeah. Oh, could he hold his action to do his check after my turn? Or?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that. I'll do the hyper, whatever check that is. That's to go into hyperspeed. That's the Arcana.
That's the Arcana, yeah.
Alright, Mordecai's on this ship, right?
Yeah.
Can I ask Mordecai to, help me out a little bit on my turn?
Right. Yeah, for sure. You can do persuasion with your turn. You can do your check now as well, Kyle. And we'll just have it banked for when you do.
16.
That
I think it's auto success, isn't it? Because he fixed it?
no.
Because it's skills challenge.
No. It's also a skills challenge, but you're also not at full hit points. I don't think.
But we're at 100 speed.
100 speed.
I can find that other switch. The one that actually gives her
The one that actually works.
But am I still guidance?
blessed.
Blessed, yeah. I think that makes me auto. Or no, I need 18.
That's not good enough. But he offers a helping hand anyways, but event will cause something else. He says you need to get me in a little bit closer.
That's
Yeah,
my heart wasn't in it. I didn't want to leave Lauren out there.
I'm gonna be I'm gonna tell Mordecai, I'm gonna say, just get to the edge of the ship and get ready to grab that rope that's dangling from Lauren. And I'm gonna do a maneuver, or the beam that's got Lauren, it's a circle beam, it's like a radius beam, right? I'm gonna swing to 90 degrees to where this beam is and she is. I'm gonna try and go by really quick so that I don't get caught in the pull of the magnet or whatever it is.
Right.
And get Mordecai to snatch her.
So you get closer, and Mordekainen is gonna get Big B to use his hand to try and grab Lord. If you're willing, he will just grab you. If you want to go on this ship,
I kind of want to go on the ship. I have a good feeling on it.
So-
I feel like I know who's
The
on
one
here.
thing Mordecai said was, don't get captured by these people.
He also doesn't know
He's
who
not
they
your
are.
boss.
Yeah,
Yes.
he also has no clue who they are. He's just they're bad people, don't do it. But I also have no clue who they are.
you can do an athletics check more.
Woohoo. 18.
You beat Big B's hand as you break out of his grasp and keep flying towards the ship. But as Camden's maneuver brings you close to the tractor beam, you guys stop in your tracks as well. You're not getting pulled in quite yet, but you weren't able to fly right by like you wanted to. You get stopped and
Not
hold
me.
the other way. Not me. You keep going.
I have freedom of movement.
Yeah, right. You can keep going if you want to. Like, no, I'm gonna go with inertia. Take me home, country road. So we'll go back up to Lauren's turn. Lauren, you get pulled in. You end up on like this like docking area in the ship, like underneath of it, and you're surrounded by these snarling, half wolf, half human hybrids. And they're snarling at you. They have these futuristic looking guns, and they're all pointing them at you. What do you do? It's your turn.
I'm gonna say, who's the captain of this ship?
They don't want to talk to you, but you could do some sort of charisma check to make them tell you.
Yeah.
Whether you can do intimidation, persuasion, whatever you want.
I'm gonna do intimidation.
Yeah, go for it.
Ooh, 21.
That's good. They say, Commander Ralph, in this, like really growly voice. Commander Ralph. So that's your skill for this turn, anyways. Kyle, you.
So,
What were we gonna do on this turn? 'Cause
well, I failed hitting it into hyperspace, but I'm really concerned about Misty over there. So, I might try to, if she, because I probably don't know if she got completely sucked in, but I kind of know she was heading towards the ship. So I might like beep beep up to Captain Kraken. I'm like, we can't leave her behind. We gotta get into the ship. We're already short-staffed anyway, and these wizards aren't good at carrying boxes, and we kind of need someone else to carry boxes.
true, but like, is it worth like getting all this? Like, I could go into town, pay some kid like 1,000 gold to follow us for the rest of his life, and he'll take it.
I want to bring up my pay structure after this. If you're willing to pay some random hobo 1,000 gold, but I'm like, I think we're gonna have to get in the ship to get her.
Alright, I mean, if that's our best bet, like, you're the wisest one here, so
I know
think
that.
I'll take your word for it. And I'm gonna steer no, it's Kyle's turn.
I'll run up to the turret and I'll try to. I have shocking grasp. I wonder if I could use that to like charge the cannon so I can shoot the cannon off at it, or is there? I don't know how often you can shoot the cannon. Like it's not something you gotta load and shoot.
No, it's not.
Okay, so I'll go up and I'll just try to blast a hole in the ship where I seen Lauren's character last.
Right. Go for attack roll. Just +6.
23.
That'll hit as you just you don't have any of the crystals, right?
No.
So you blast. It's a pretty small hole. Like it's like a man-sized hole, not quite a ship-sized hole.
So does this mean I don't have my turret with me?
Oh, I guess did
I'm
pretty sure you would have
Yeah,
taken
I'm
it.
assuming
right?
I would have taken
when
it
you
with
jumped
me.
off.
But
We didn't. Do we have a gun? We don't have a gun mounted on the ship?
No, it's just more gun.
Okay. I'll change that then to a guiding bolt. Is that okay?
Yeah, that'll work just as
Alright.
well. And yeah, you have more than +6, I assume, to your guiding bolt. Yeah. So same thing happens.
I have +6. So
Okay, so yeah.
yeah.
Same thing happens, a man-sized hole near where Lauren entered.
Like boom, flavorfully for guiding bolt. Like when I hit the thing, it leaves like this marker on it that like ping ping. So then the ship So Captain Kraken can see where this light, and I'm like, that's where the hole is. That's where Misty is. That's where we gotta go. It's up to you now,
Announce
Captain.
Cam.
I'm gonna
Make a mental note that I need to build a gun for this ship. So when our gun actually leaves, we have more weapon options.
Did you not find a gun last? Was that not one of the things you got? I thought last week you might have found.
We
something.
have a weird piece of Mind Flayer ship.
Right.
I'm gonna fly the ship close to the hole where Lauren went into, and do I see people in there? Like, my ship can't fit in this place, can it?
Man-sized hole.
Man size.
Some people say a manhole.
Alright, can I do a maneuver check or something? to go over there?
Your spell attack will be good.
You got this.
Uh, 20.
You earned that.
20's good.
Oh, that one was man.
So you get pulled right up to it, to close enough so that like your air bubble like intersects with it, so that you're not going out into like a vacuum.
We got their dirty out here. Right, smells like wet dog.
Lauren, you see this hole blow into the ground right beside you, and some of these werewolves go over to it and are looking through it, like sticking their guns through it and looking down. So what do?
I'm diving in the hole with my fish suit.
Dive down in the hole. So as you do that, they're gonna try to grab you and keep you on the ship. So do a athletics check.
They'll never get you. Never get you.
Yeah.
Think of it that way.
I can't be surprised, by the way. So if they're trying to surprise me, they can't do that.
That one guy that was trying to sneak the grab in.
No surprises here.
I failed.
You know very well that they're trying to grab you.
20.
You got a D4 also.
Oh.
Before he commits to saying that just failed.
24.
Re-roll it because it was exactly the same, and I want it again.
Do I?
You still
do I
get-
still get
yeah.
advantage?
Yep.
Cool.
Still, probably reroll the last two.
Uh, 20.
Yep. So you managed to push these guys out of the way
Nice.
and fall right through the hole
Dive.
as you land and you take 2 damage and you do 9 damage to the ship as you hit the ground and you put 2 big hippo-sized foot holes into the bow of the ship.
Big fat hole.
I was diving though, so shouldn't it be like a face print?
So it's your face.
Nice, nice. I got a face print on you now, Kraken. Got a tattoo of my face.
We'll mend that. I don't need to.
It's Kyle's turn now.
Wait. After I land, I'm gonna say, hey, so I'm back, and just so you know, that wasn't a extremely unnecessary adventure because I figured out who the captain was. You guys are welcome. It's Captain Ralph. So now we have some intel.
Yeah,
Don't
we'll
be mad.
we'll do this for the 50 other ships in our phone. Mention.
I run downstairs and I try to get the hyperspeed going if I'm allowed to attempt that.
Yep.
Trying to kick us in. I tell you like through the intercoms, like I'm gonna try to get the hyperspeed going. And 19.
Ooh, that's right on.
Ooh.
Expertise is carrying my
So
butt.
the hyperspeed starts to power up as you just need to get in position to kick it in.
Oh, yeah.
and go.
I'm gonna pull my lever again, and like I'm assuming the ship. There's a ship behind us and a ship in front of us, right? That's the ship behind us is the one with the tractor beam or whatever that pulled Lauren in,
Yep.
and the ship in front of us is with the portal in back of it.
No, it's the same ship.
Same ship?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It just moved up, so the portal is more further behind it.
All right. I'm gonna pull my lever again. Try and drop the ship down so that we have a clear shot at the portal.
So
Go.
let's get you to do a maneuvering check again, as the tractor beam begins to move and point towards your direction again.
Ooh, that's terrible. Keep safe. 15.
That fails. But you can still, if you'd like to, you're caught in this tractor beam now as you are being pulled towards the ship. You don't have a path laid out for the hole there, but you could still kick into hyperspeed to go somewhere else within this crystal sphere just to get out of the tractor beam.
Alright, I'll do that then.
So you blast off, burning Kyle's charge that he saved you for entering hyperspace. As you blast off to another side of the crystal sphere, as there's more ships here, and
More than 50 more.
no portal anywhere is super close, but you know where that other portal is now that you can line it up from here. You'll have your line easily. So now it is Lauren's turn again. You're back in the same situation. You're just surrounded by ships.
If you're on our
Start from square one.
What am I gonna do? I'm gonna try to throw one of these crystals at one of the ships and see what happens. Like, I'm a hippo. Like, I got advantage on pushing, lifting, and dragging, so I would assume throwing is in that category.
Yeah.
Throw it and then shoot it.
No, oh yeah, I should like skeet shoot it. That would be cool. Could I try that?
Yeah, for sure.
Tight.
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
So you huck it out there, and after you get out of your air bubble, it's 0 gravity, so it keeps its momentum going.
Nice.
But it's gonna be a pretty hard shot to get it.
That's
So
alright. I got.
so
I believe in
do
you.
your thing.
You got this.
That's not a D. Yeah.
We're
You also
D4
get a
with it
D4
too.
to it.
Oh, 15, 62.
That'll hit definitely.
Nice.
So it's floating towards this ship, and you're waiting for just the right time, and you pull your trigger, and you hit this crystal as it opens up into another one of these black holes. This time, even bigger, like about the size that when they were able to do it. And it does an assortment. That one missed.
As that happens, I'm gonna say, hey Cam, if there's any way that you could like push this ship into this hole, like we should try and do that. Like,
So you see is
This
this
the hole you just opened? Or?
yeah. Not our ship, the other ship.
Oh.
Into the hole.
this black hole opens up a big hole into the bow of this ship, as it, like, you see people, like these furry people, like people-shaped people, start falling out of the hole. The ship is still maneuvering, so it seems to be functioning, but crew members are going out the wazoo.
Nice.
Kyle's turn again.
So, okay. Now that I have the hyper check succeeded, we're capable of just going into hyperdrive.
No, you have to do it again. You did it so that Cameron could jump to where you are now, and then now you have to do it again to
So I gotta
be able
do
to
it.
jump again.
So I'm like, so we're hyper jumping. Alright. That's 24.
Yep. So the hyperdrive kicking in, and you're ready to go. Like, it's your turn right now.
Alright.
Blast off.
I'm online already, aren't I? You said?
Yeah, it's easy enough to get on. Actually, give me a check.
Trust. Trust.
Uh,
Where your head's at.
go straight charisma. Just charisma.
Just raw, dirty charisma. Put some stank on it.
23.
Hey.
Three is good. So you get your course lined up perfectly, and you're like, let's go punch it as you blast off, and you go straight through the portal, slowing down into regular speed once you enter the astral sea because you can't navigate it while you're in hyperspeed. We'll take our break. Pretty hot in here. I gotta get some fresh air.
Gotta cool off a little bit in here, guys.
Right back, homies. Ready to go check that out after this. So you guys just entered the astral sea.
You can't keep him out. He must be on the street.
Max is disturbing.
I can't believe you jumped over that.
Yes,
Took all his defense.
Can you stand it up and would it still block it?
What if he jumps over that?
if he can do that, like, he deserves to
He
be in
deserves
here.
to be in here. Yep.
All right. So the way the moving between crystal spheres through the astral sea works is that like you know sometimes like there's not a stream going back and forth. So in this case, you'll need to go to Bryn space, and then from there take the stream back to realm space, which is where the Rock of Brawl is.
So, the grim space?
So
So the stream's only going one way?
it just goes in that triangle,
Fine.
the Radiant Triad.
Do we have to do a check to get to grim space, or is it just...
No, it's just time. So you have some downtime, just
Oh,
Bunch of
just
mending?
just
Gotta mend
floating
that shit, man.
through. Yep.
Actually, yeah. Well, I'm going to mend it once for sure. So you get 5. And then I would like to try that chunk of Mind Flayer shit along with one of the energy crystals. Try to build like some sort of laser cannon.
Right.
If I can.
So you want to like clear a little like gun turret place down here in the engine room?
If I had time for all that, that would be. But if I figured make the gun, and then if I had the gun, then I'd try to open up a spot. So kind of like in the Millennium Falcon when they go send like Luke up and he's shooting, it's like that little bubble area, and he's like controlling the gun.
Yep, for sure.
Also, maybe we don't have time to do that right now.
Yeah,
But-
lots of time.
Oh, okay. Kyle, I would like him to end my turret after it taking that explosion from the crystal.
I assume is that the same kind of mending? Like
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yep.
That's a 7.
Yeah. Do we have enough time to rest? Because we haven't rested since that fight, right?
Yeah.
Long? Short?
You have 24 hours between this crystal sphere and the next, and then 24 more between the other two.
So
So
I might be
you
able to get some shit done.
got
then.
lots of time.
Okay.
It can be a little iffy. Like sometimes it'll be like 20 hours. Sometimes it'll take 28 hours, but it's around that 24.
So I can rest and mend the ship and get to full HP, like
Yeah,
no
most
problem. Probably.
definitely.
I'm gonna go take some more crystals.
Oh, so you go up to Mordecai and Bigby, who are like guarding the crystals, sort of like they have them around them,
Mm-hmm.
and Mordecai says that he notices you've been using them. He says that that's 100% okay with him if it's completely necessary, but these could be even more useful than what you're using them for. But if you have a good reason or a like a spontaneous like we need this type of reason, which I feel like your use of so far has been like that. So that's completely fine, but I will have to keep you from using a certain percentage of them, just in case there's something that we can figure out to really maximize their potential
I
in
get that.
this effort.
Just wondering, like, if I could have some up front, and then, like, I won't ask you for any anymore.
In case you need them,
Yeah.
take 5 more.
How about 7?
Take
I like,
5 more for now.
I like the number
And
7.
if you get low, you can come back and we'll rethink about it. But
Just say you seem like a man of like extreme superstition. Like, don't you believe that 7 is the luckiest number? Like, think that giving me two less than the luckiest number in the world is a good choice.
5 is mathematically perfect. So
Okay.
5 is perfect.
Take 5.
5 a prime number though.
No, 5 is not a prime.
Yeah, 5 is a
Size
prime
prime
number.
number.
Can't divide it by anything.
Oh yeah,
Right one.
thanks.
I'm gonna call you out on screen like
Everyone's gonna know I'm an idiot now. Man,
easy.
stream, take it easy
No,
on
and
me.
prime numbers have never come in handy for
Roaster,
anybody.
guys. Roaster.
Don't roast
Flamer.
me.
I
I'm
want to
just
see.
a
I want
gift.
to see 20 chats pop up being like, 5 is a prime number. 5 is a prime number. You idiot. 5 is a prime number. We got
I
one.
only have 8 intelligence, guys. What can I say? I'm just a hippo man with big muscles.
So assuming I can get this blaster kind of situated on the ship and give an area to shoot out of it, is that still like a spell casting check and it take like an action? Like-
Well, to like to make the turret will be what was it, the spell that you were using? Spell something? Fabricate?
Fabricate. If I have the raw materials, I can like make it basically.
Mhm.
And as long as I have other things that would let me like craft it, like with combinations of like that, and I've got like heat metal, and then my channel divinity basically is a mini fabricate.
Mhm.
So I figured using kind of like all the tools at my disposal to get this cannon functional, and then pop in that crystal as kind of like an energy source, and then have this gun kind of like draw energy off that to shoot like a laser kind of off this gun, and then have this in the area I am in the engine in the front of the ship, and then have like this little bubble where the gun, so then like when I'm not using the ship, I can slide over here, shoot lasers right at that.
Yeah, so like making the cannon and putting it in will be like your spell casting thing, and then it'll be like another check to try and see if you can use the crystal to power it.
Knowing all that, can I operate under blast?
Hmm.
So which one? What check do you want first?
Go with the spell casting. Fabricate.
So that is 12 plus just my spell mod or no proficiency.
You do your proficiency.
That would be 18.
Okay, yeah. So you have the shell sort of the gun, like all the like actual like mechanical and like smithing type things that go into it. But it does not have the power source yet. Could also be like function to you could rig it to function like to put ballista bolts in it as well, like it's
Yeah.
on that verge, but it's you're gonna do your thing.
So my goal is to have it as something I can draw power off of to keep shooting.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't want it to just launch it.
Yep.
So that's going to be our Arcana.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's good.
So,
21.
You got this from Lauren?
Yeah, Lauren gave me one. She spared one.
Um, what'd you say?
21.
21? Alright. So, you get this in there and you think that it'll work and be successful. As something, anyways.
I go like, boop, boop. I'm like, hey, Kraken.
Yo.
Just upgrade the ship. Figured you don't want to know.
Yeah, I could feel that. Another accessory on there. I like it.
A little more well endowed, especially in the downstairs compartment. Like, do you get it because there's a laser gun and down here? It didn't actually modify your actual body.
Yeah.
Although I might be able to do that given the proper amount of time. When I beep out. Do I have time to mending up her cannon to kind of get that back to full?
Yeah.
I don't know how much time you want
For what you just did, we'll say like eight of the hours easily.
Yeah. to, and then I'll try to touch hers out. I don't know how, like, hers is only down probably like 12. She was down 20, so.
It's only down
21,
14.
and you had done.
You want me to just roll them or just say that I did them for a few hours?
For a few hours, yeah.
And then I'll take my long rest.
Yep,
And
and
catch up with Jelly during my long rest.
yep. So your gun that you made, it will be you'll have it's just like the weapons on the ships have just a number. So yours will be a +5 to hit, and it'll do 3d6 necrotic damage.
I'll call it my laser beam. 3d6.
I'm gonna write that down too in case I use it. Probably won't,
So,
but I might.
yeah, you never know. Do I need to know a range on
Yeah. So do the same as low. What's yours for? 100, 300?
It 100, 300.
So yeah, that works.
it? And do you need proficiency? I can't remember. Do you need proficiency to shoot this?
You don't, no.
And the damage is 3d6.
Necrotic.
You'll get all, like, you use all your class features and stuff when you're using it as well, but
Okay.
everybody else is just like the flat number and then the flat damage.
Now we have at least a gun for when our gun goes AWOL.
So that's everything everybody wanted to do.
Yeah.
Going through that. As you get nearer Grin Space, Mordekainen comes to talk to you guys again, and he gathers you up in a common area anyways, and says, I've been thinking, and I need to go to the Rock of Brawl to speak with your captain, because spell jamming, he's like in the Radiant Triad, he's the king of spell jamming. Like, most planets and governments don't concern themselves with spell jamming, and outside, like, off of their planet, they leave up there. So he's the one, if anybody, to do something about this. But we need to pick up a delegation from Kryn Space as well. So if you guys are up for it, I mean, we will be providing these crystals for your use, which are come at a pretty penny. So, like, in terms of payment, I feel like that's sufficient. And it'll just be a quick pickup and go back, and we're heading straight back to Realm Space. rock and brawl. That sounds alright with you guys.
It should be easy. Smash and grab.
Smashing. It's like, boo, you come with us. Let's go.
Don't exit hyperspace the entire time. Just like go through. Someone reach their hand out, grab anything.
Got one shot at this, guys.
One shot, and then we're halfway across the galaxy right away. Like,
For sure.
So you guys arrive at Dragonlance, and there's this crystal sphere is wrapped in this fleshy rope almost, and it's moving and sort of slithering around the edges tightly, like having a tight grasp on it. And as you approach, give me a ship stealth check. I guess. Just do your spell casting ability.
Eating one of your Twizzlers, Cam.
not 20.
Nat 20. So
You're waste.
you're looking around and you see this thing, but you haven't been noticed by it.
I think we should
Dude.
start shooting it.
Yeah, I think so
We
too.
get the element of surprise. Don't waste it.
I'm gonna take that rope, tie myself to it again. Actually, you know
What
what?
is your-
We're gonna limit her access to rope. Like someone's job every morning.
2 feet only, so that you can't hang off now. Can I like identify what this thing is? Like, would I or anyone recognize it? Like, I'll talk to Mordecai and be like, "You know what this is?"
Give me a
Like,
history. If anybody, you would. So give me a history check.
I can see now downstairs. I have that little bubble to look at.
So maybe you'll start to be able to know stuff.
Yeah.
All this time you've been downstairs though, so you don't recognize anything. 'cause
That's
You've never
true.
seen it before.
Now I can see it.
4. You're
My
not sure.
Goodness.
You're not sure. You have faint memories of something like this. But Twin Space isn't one that you've visited frequently.
so can we like this is around the crystal sphere that we're trying to get into, right?
Yeah.
So is
Just
it
cut
still?
that rope off. What am I gonna do, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Cut Lauren's rope.
no.
Lauren can fly
Is
up
it
there.
still-
Yeah, I
She
can just
doesn't-
fly up
You
there.
don't need a rope.
Yeah, I
You
don't
just
need a
you
rope.
fly
I
up
could
there.
just fly up there.
The rope's for our protection. We don't want to lose our hood.
Is
So-
the crystal sphere still enterable?
Yep. Yeah, for sure. Like there's there will be portals opening up every once in a while.
No, this is a little sketchy.
100% sketchy, but Captain Kraken. Let's get a Kraken here.
I mean, if we enter it, we could not be able to get out of it. So that's what my thoughts are.
Are
So
you willing to risk us in the ship?
no, not. Yeah.
We're gonna leave.
Battle station.
Battle. Now we're talking.
I'm gonna jump off the ship.
Sit down in my chair. I have one of those cool gamer chairs in front of my. I didn't tell you about it, but it's there.
It's there.
So what's the action?
Lauren's floating
Yeah.
towards this crystal.
Yep.
I'm setting in my new laser, and I see this hippo. And I'm like, doo-doo. I'm like, hey, Kraken. We're down a man again. I see Misty. she's on my 6. Or my 12? I never understood how that worked.
I'm gonna ask Big B or Mordecai or whoever. I'm gonna be like, can you like fill in for our lost man?
What are you talking?
We should pay
Like
Bigby
just
to
man or station?
permanently have Bigby go around Misty.
Yeah,
Permanently.
He says, I mean, I'll stand there, but I don't know what good I'll be with like weapons.
These
I don't have
guns
any
basically
weapons.
shoot themselves, man.
She probably took her weapon, didn't she? So there's like just
Well, that's
nothing,
my
no
gun.
weapons.
I can't let someone else shoot it first.
Oh yeah.
Man builds a gun, he's got to shoot it. Part of the code.
Yeah, Mordecai and Big B will help you for.
So there's this sphere thing, and there's stuff wrapped around it, right? And in all of our spell generating experience, we've never seen this thing wrapped around it.
No.
I say shoot it, but I gotta get permission from my cap.
Yeah, go for
I'm
it.
shooting.
Well,
I'm gonna try to target the thing that's wrapped around.
You can shoot it for sure, and then we'll roll initiative. But I guess surprise rounds technically roll initiative first, anyways, right?
You want initiative first?
Initiatives.
Hey, I can't be surprised. I'm not surprised by the surprise round.
Oh, look at that advantage roll.
Dual advantage on initiative.
I was doing my attack roll.
Oh,
Because he's like, oh yeah, surprise, get advantage. I'm saving that attack roll, Ethan. I'm telling you right now. And then I'll roll initiative.
Did anybody beat a 23?
This time.
like if you wanted to use that other roll.
Who-
No.
Guess I'll roll for. My next one is 10.
11.
Got 9.
Didn't beat a 10, Kyle?
No.
Alright. So, Kyle will go first.
So I pre-rolled my attack at advantage.
Yep.
I got a crit.
Oh, nice, okay.
So that would be 18 product damage. Do I get another
You can
D6?
yep, roll.
In 23 necrotic damage. As my laser, the first time it's ever been shot, did almost the max possible damage I could ever use. I feel like this is a successful invention. Go beep beep.
Works like a charm.
Works
right?
like a charm.
Did you just in the intercom?
Yeah, after a beat. Like, man, you're good at this, Captain. Beep beep. Gotta make sure it's out. I don't want you to catch, me talking a little bit. Yeah.
Man, you're so great at this. Man, that captain gets on my nerves.
Yeah, he's what a piece of crap.
So the knot it's this it kind of coils around, feeling where it got hit from, and you see its head come from the bottom as like the rest of its body around sort of like adjusts, like it's completely surrounding this thing, and it's just sort of like slithering around the crystal and itself.
Beep beep. Thing's moving, Captain.
Alright.
After further inspection, it's not a rope.
It's not a rope?
It's not a
Oh,
rope.
man. All plans out the door now. Like, I don't know. Keep shooting. Like,
Aye, Captain.
So you got your guys' ship. Make it
We're immune to serpent bite. Bites from giant serpents, like creatures. That was the creature that come with the ship's
I
name.
think so.
make
That's it.
a maneuver check with your charisma.
My charisma? Oh, yeah, the spell casting ability.
It'll be
28.
Just your per.
Just 25. Got a nat 20.
Um. Going to. So you take 18 mixture of fire and radiant damage as this pillar of flames shoots down and hits the bow of your ship. As then it comes in to bite your ship. 15. So it comes and snaps at you as its big mouth could fit half your ship in it easily.
Woo.
Beep beep.
Yo, what's up?
You're like, we're gonna need some secondary opinion on this here.
You hear some wires and stuff like things like that. Everything's good down here, Captain.
Yeah, alright.
No worries.
I'm thinking maybe this could be a little hard to kill.
Based on what, sir?
Based on its enormous figure. I'm thinking we maneuver out of here and try and make it follow us, and then light speed back, or do some sort of demon rig in there.
Sounds like the coward's way out.
Okay, fine.
But Captain,
I mean,
you called it
I was here for secondary opinion.
You
got
asked
me a
for
coward.
that's the only reason
So-
you got an opinion. Like every other time, it's whatever you want, sir. But when you ask for a second opinion, I feel like I'm calling you out on your BS.
Alright.
Sound like a
All right.
real puss.
Alright.
And I'm a cat, so I would know.
It's my turn yet. I
Oh,
gotta unload on this guy.
Yeah, I was letting you guys talk. But it's Bigby's turn first.
I look at Jelly right away and I'm like, man, Captain, one little bite and he wants to check out. Just vent to Jelly about all your bullshit.
Okay, I can hear everything in the ship. Like it's not like
Makes it even
it
better.
doesn't- I don't have to beat fans.
Bigby sort of tries to is trying to rework one of his spells, which will take this action, but his idea is to rework invulnerability to try to give the ship some resistance to attacks and stuff.
Hey.
Yeah, every time I talk to you, I do the beep beep like personally, not like mechanically, just to make you think
to make
that
you-
that's the only time I
Now it is your turn, Lauren.
I say my intercoms
Alright,
don't
I'm
work
gonna start
the
shooting
whole
at
time.
this thing.
Go for it.
I never wondered why I couldn't talk to the other people. on the
You're
ship.
at the end of your rope.
Yep.
Yep, nice.
No, I'm not even
Literally
on
or
the rope.
figuratively?
Okay.
I was like, whatever
flying
to the
around,
rope.
yeah.
I'm just floating, man.
Interesting.
Ooh, 25.
That will hit.
$20 damage. And then again. Actually, bonus action rage.
Yep.
So that would have been 22 damage. Oh,
Two.
and I messed that up. I don't know what that was. Uh, 19.
That hits.
$17 damage. And then again 25.
Was it? Didn't you do two?
Oh yeah, and I bonus action raged. Yep.
You don't have a bonus action attack.
Oh, I don't. Oh, I thought I did.
Just the two.
Okay. Good. Finished.
So that was Lauren. Now, he's going to take a legendary action. Spit some poison at Lauren.
Ooh.
Oh, I have to hit him. Ouch. Missed. Got him.
Nice.
As this big glob of poison flies by your head.
Nice.
And it's Cam's turn.
Mm.
Boom, boom.
So you are locked into your helm, so you can't cast any level spells other than a cantrip's not a leveled spell,
So
and it takes an action to unattune to it.
actually, all right. I'm gonna unattune to it, and I'm gonna quicken, haste, and I'm gonna haste Lauren.
Nice.
That'll give you your third attack.
Yeah,
Cam's like, oh, she wants a third attack.
I'll give it to her.
So that's it for Cam, and it's Mordecai.
Sorcerers are like, wow.
When Jordan played a Divine Soul Sorcerer, I'm like, might be the best class in the game, just flat out. Because you get the one thing the Sorcerer is kind of lacking, they don't get much for spell selection. And you still suffer from that, but like, because you get so few spells compared to like the Wizard and the Cleric can like change them all the time. But the fact that you get so many spells
Yeah,
now,
that's
like,
Mordecai is gonna cast a sunburst at its face. Con save.
closely inspect this Sunburst. From personal knowledge. See if this Sunburst is radiant damage. If this thing takes it.
It fails this, but he's gonna use legendary. Top one.
He,
This is what
he-
Mordecai
he
did?
must take it because my laser does radiant damage.
Yeah, that's
Basic.
uh.
My turret.
I just usually, if a creature does it to you, it's usually, there's a good chance it resists it.
It was a spell that he had used to do the.
Oh,
radiant
it wasn't a bite?
No,
Oh, okay. I assumed he bit it.
he tried. He missed his bite.
Our ship is immune to serpent bites. I told you.
So
Still checks out, Captain.
that was Mordecai. It's Kyle's turn.
Heyo, okay. So, would he be within range 60 feet for me to cast a spiritual weapon?
Yep.
So I'm gonna lead off with a third level spiritual weapon. D8 on it. Start off with that attack. Oh, that's certainly. If that doesn't hit, I'm in big trouble. 24.
Oh, that hits it.
9 damage force. And then for my action, can I cast elemental weapon on my laser beam? My elemental weapon would give it a +1 to its attack, and it adds a D4 of, I'm going to choose thunder damage to this laser. Pop another of those spell slots. And I'm going to shoot it with the laser beam with my. I can't. But, like, it's casting that spell that I just cast was an action. I just powered up my.
Right, yeah. I was just trying to catch up in chat, but I'm way behind. No idea what's going on. So that was Kyle. So the cantrip on Lauren. You do dex save, Lauren.
13.
That fails. Take.
Like. Oh wait, I have advantage on dex saves because I have danger sense. So hold on a second here. Oh ho! 19.
Fails. No, it doesn't.
Nice.
No. So that was it. It was gonna do a pretty hefty amount of damage too for Sacred
Good.
Flame.
No damage on.
So that was legendary action. It's going to. He wants to bite Lauren. I think. Did you reckless, Lauren?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
Ooh, crit.
Uh-oh.
So that'll be 80 piercing damage.
80
That's a lot.
piercing damage?
You know,
So it's half to 40?
40 for you, you know.
Okay.
As you are also grappled by his mouth.
You still alive? I should actually ask that.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah. It's only 40 hit points.
Yeah.
Can I be grappled?
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like...
Do you think you're on me?
I'm too good. Like, how does this little lizard guy think he's grappling a hippo?
He's gonna try to banish big. Actually,
Yeah, counterspell it.
you wanna?
Yeah.
Right. Makes sense actually. So you need to roll a check unless you wanna. You don't have 6 level spells
Oh.
because he upcasts it to 6.
What do I add to this? Charisma? Just charisma? Or do I add anything?
Just
16?
Yeah.
nice.
So it is countered. And now it's Big B's turn. As he's gonna cast his invulnerability, which will give your ship resistance to all damage for a short amount of time. Now it's Lauren's turn.
I'm gonna keep shooting this guy.
You're in his mouth, so it'll be
Can't
at.
miss.
Oh, you don't have disadvantage
yeah,
at minus.
And actually, I add double my rage damage.
Right.
When I'm within 5 feet.
Yep.
When you're within a mouth.
But you're gonna stay within his mouth.
Yep, sure. Just gonna shoot him right in the eyeball, right in the face. Oh, I keep rolling 19s. Like, this is too much. 25?
It's. You're complaining about hitting.
Yeah, but I just want one more to be a crit. One more number. 20 damage. And 17 hit.
That misses.
Okay, and again.
Hasted.
20.
Could
I
you
mean.
try to use your hasted to get out of the grapple?
Yeah, I could, but
Could
nah.
be. How's she gonna shoot when she does that?
20. Is that it?
Yeah, 20 hits.
See, she's got this figured out. It's hungry hippos. It's not people hungry for hippos. She'd be scared if that was the case. She's the one that does the munching.
Oh crap! I forgot to add my double rage damage. So add 4 more to, and then 7, 5. That's 12 plus minus 13 plus 5 is plus 2 is 20, and that's it. I don't think I can do anything with my bonus action.
They do. They do. They're up once.
Actually, as a bonus action, can I throw a crystal inside of Kyle's gun?
Can't be good.
You can try.
Okay.
Do improvised attack roll. So like just your strength.
Okay. And can I do it at advantage?
You can reckless
Yeah.
throw.
Ooh.
What is this? Big detonate.
25. 25.
That hits.
Okay. I want to throw it inside so that, like, non-lethal, I'm gonna say that. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but non-lethal.
Your voice carries through the vacuum of space.
So it goes into the barrel. Kyle, you can do a perception check.
Please don't let me down. 22.
You hear something enter the barrel of your gun. You weren't sure. It looked like Lauren threw something over here, but you're not sure what it was.
Would I have the wherewithal to know what effect this will have on my gun? Like, will my gun still function with this in it?
You could do a Arcana check as well.
10. Why do I put that?
If there's something lodged, if it's like lodged in there, it could like have backfire effects. But yeah.
I'm
You're
gonna
not
yell
sure
down
what
to
it is.
Kyle and say, "Hey, buddy, I left you a surprise in your gun. See what happens."
Captain Kraken.
Nope.
Need some advice down here. 'Cause, like, something jammed in the end of my gun. I get it on good authority from Misty that is like, don't worry, there's a little gift there for you. I'm a little iffy on whether I should be shooting it anymore. What advice would you give me this being part of your ship?
I mean, like, I check the chamber before you
But I have
blow
to
it
get on
off.
the outside of the ship to do that.
Oh, hey, you should have built in a little chamber check engine.
I go, toot. Son. Good idea. Good idea. I'll get to see if Jelly can go do that. Over and out. Toot. Like, Jelly. Idiot. Like, hey, Jelly, can you, like, work your way to the outside of the ship? See if my gun is gonna work. It's not my turn. But
Oh, right. She says she's on it. I'm on it.
I look at her, like, dead in the eye. And I'm like,
She
you're
looks
the best person on this ship.
she looks kind of nervous though. She's like, I got it, and then she's like, I don't know if I get it.
Remember, they will never take us alive.
Right.
The ship's gone up.
All right. So that was Lauren's turn. Also, that you guys were all talking. So he's gonna take a legendary action and like spit up poison all over Lauren, which it'll automatically hit since you're grappled in his mouth, but you get to do a con save. Well.
I don't have to go outside the ship by looks of it anyway.
14.
That fails just barely. So you take 45 poison damage.
What?
45 poison damage.
Oh man, that straight up kills me.
Knocks you
on.
unconscious.
Right on.
So she spits you out of her mouth, and she says, I've sworn an oath to protect this sphere.
Protect it. Oh man. I mean, like, we ain't trying to like harm the sphere. We just thought you were like harming the sphere.
You shot a blast directly
Well,
at it.
like, you see someone wrapped around a crystal sphere, and you're just like, that can't be good.
That's not
We
natural,
got-
man.
Yeah, exactly. Like we took what action we thought was necessary.
Do
It's our
a
primal
persuasion check.
instinct.
I believe in you, Captain. That would have convinced me, sir.
Oh, crushed it. Persuasion. That's 24.
She's like thinking about it, and then like Mordekainen comes out as well, and he's like, "Oh, it's true. We're just trying to pick up somebody because all of our realms are in horrific danger." And she's like, I apologize. And she grabs Lauren in her mouth, but her fangs retracted, so it's just a gummy mouth that she's grabbing you with, and lays you on the ship, and giving you also. As she casts Cure Wounds on you, giving you 23 hit points back.
For the record, don't ever expect that much hit points from me when I heal you.
She says, again, I'm sorry for this
Oh, as
misunderstanding.
am I. Like,
I say
shot
thanks.
first?
I'm gonna
Do-
say,
do-
yeah.
Are we believing her story, Captain?
I mean, like, can I do an insight check? on this
Yeah,
girl?
sure.
She's
And she says, your friend, he's right.
knew it!
We're no, your friend, your friend, the guy who spoke up. These are very troubling times. All of our realms are in much danger, which is why I've taken an oath to protect the outside of this sphere and not let anybody cross without my say so.
I got 14 on my insight check.
Telling the truth.
Like, friend. So,
She-
like,
she-
you and Mordecai got pretty chummy?
Seems
Like,
she
you
seems
just met him.
she seems even to be an honorable creature. Like,
I'm gonna see if I can take that crystal that I threw in Kyle's gun out. Like, can I reach my hand in and take it out? I'm gonna reach my hand and take it out, and I'm gonna go over to this
Jethick's like nowhere
this,
near
No.
Jet's got to be
to this person who just saved my life. And I'm gonna say thank you for saving my life. If I can, like, this is what I would like. I'd like to do for something for you in return.
You're giving them the crystal?
You just wait. Just wait.
I don't like this.
says what is this?
I'm gonna
What is
say,
this?
in your most dire state, this will come in handy. And I'm gonna like attack, like I'm gonna try and like smash it into her fang so that like when she bites something, it will like do
Blow up.
something.
It'll
Like,
explode.
yeah, like it will explode.
Very very well.
I don't know how more
Look at
kinds.
Give me an animal handling check.
Animal handling? Oh, that was one of them that I couldn't take. 15.
Yeah, that's good enough. She loves to happen. You do it pretty like nice. You're like, and she's like, not sure how this will work, but it's interesting.
Only in dire needs, though. Be careful with this thing, and if you grind your teeth, like, careful, because, like, it could be bad for you.
Good.
So she turns and looks at the crystal sphere as she divines a portal that opens up. And she says, "You guys can enter, and I will sense you at the border of the crystal sphere when you return. So I will let you out as well."
Tell Jelly, we could have handled it. No question. What a great move, Captain. No point in unneeded risk.
Thanks.
Always the wise one at the helm. That's what I always say.
All right. So you guys fly into this, and
Can I run up to Lauren, or are we gonna like hit a tie for speed?
I mean, we got nothing to run from.
Okay. I just want to go cure some wounds on Lauren real quick,
right.
if possible. Well, you cast at second level more.
Can I cast one on the ship now too?
Mending. Yep.
That would be 12, and I'll do it twice at second level. 12 and 13, so 25 more.
What do you roll for mending? D8?
Mending is 1d8. Yeah, can I mend the ship once too, or is it one mending from one of us?
One. Yo. So, you enter into Kryn space. The sun is the centralmost heavenly being in this crystal sphere. Outwards from there, Sirion, Riori, Kryn, which is the main planet of this system. Uh, Kislev, Civilian, uh, and also this as you're trekking through this sphere, there's clouds of freezing vapor that you can see through, but is it's theorized that it blocks the vision of the gods one planet to the other.
Oh, that's cool.
There's also, just as you enter to your starboard side. I don't know if I was pointing starboard, but I'm pointing the opposite way that I was pointing on the stream. So maybe I was right by
You're
accident.
right, one of the two ways.
Yeah, one of the two. I'm right. um, to your starboard side, you see this huge black cloud, and it's sort of like rotating around the edge of the crystal sphere, coming towards you. Actually, very slow. So like you guys, even with impulse, are much faster than.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, yo, Mordecai, like, where are we going? Like, you're the expert on this.
We're going to. We'll need to go to one of the uh one of the ports on Kryn, which is the main city, but only a small percentage of their population even know about Spelljammers. So we'll need to stick to the the specific ports so that we don't disrupt anything in their day-to-day lives.
Could I like? No, I feel like that would be way too long.
Um, go towards Kryn, and it has 3 moons flying around it. Uh, one of them, uh, as you guys are flying towards it, Jelly is kind of like getting really excited and sort of like looking at this one of the moons called Nuitari, and he's like, uh, that was my home. That's from.
You're from Kryn? In all the years we've been flying together, you wait till now to tell us that.
I mean, I haven't been here for a long time. I'm adventuring, We're space pirates, right?
Yes. I like to refer, like, we're more like taxi cabs. Like, pirates has such a negative, like, connection to it. We're importers and exporters of goods that may or may not belong to us. Like, I feel like we're more like opportunists.
And there's also the other moon of note, orbiting Kryn is Lunitari, which is the forest moon around Kryn, which is where your Haduzi friend was from.
Friend. Acquaintance.
Point.
Uh,
And
back to Jelly,
the
like,
third
do you have
moon's
family
covered in
on this
mist.
moon?
I'm not sure.
Sure. How are plasmoids even born?
I mean,
You just,
we
like, break off a bigger chunk of thing?
exactly. When one plasmoid gets old enough, it breaks off into new, younger children plasmoid. Not technically younger, right? But smaller, which in your guys' cases means younger.
Exactly.
Mhm.
That's how I go by it. If Kraken ever wants to get older, we have to build more pieces on him. So
Yeah,
like
exactly.
by me building this gun onto the ship, he got a little bit older.
Older,
That's
yeah.
showing that he knows, like, he's been at this long enough that he felt like he deserved an age up.
Right.
I can do that.
So Mordekainen says we'll be looking for a wizard, named Hasselhoff Burfoot.
So, nice. So I asked, I go, boop, boop. So your friend, Mordecai, so
You check that around like, quite fiercely.
after we pick up this Hasselhoff, Are we just blasting out of here to back to
The Rocket Brawl?
the Rocket Brawl?
Yeah, that's my plan. Like, Mordecai said that it was just a quick snatch and grab, so,
Your friend.
there's nothing wrong being with, being friends with very powerful
A
wizards.
lot of static down here. I gotta get off intercoms. Sorry, Captain. I look at Jelly and like, he falls for that every time. There wasn't really static.
Jelly's just like your little apprentice on the ship. Just
Never
follows you
train an
around
apprentice. You train an apprentice, eventually they're gonna take your job. That's foolhardy.
So you just put Jelly down sometime. You're like, oh man, like this is so cool. You're like, here, look how you do that. You suck at it though, so don't do it.
Right. I'm the guy in charge of the ship. Fixing it. That's how I roll. She's like more of a gopher. Goes and gets me things. And then
Cool.
she's this close, like if she was a little bit smaller, I could like squeeze her like a stress ball. Really her main point. She's very pivotal to the team. Like, she's this close to getting a promotion because we almost lost a gunner, and we lost our crow's nest guy. So like, we got to promote somebody, and I feel like it's better to promote from within. Knowing you next week, Castle or Mordecai will be running the ship. So I'll let Jelly know that.
So, are you guys gonna go dock in the port?
I'm assuming Jelly knows where this wizard buddy is, or Mordecai knows.
Mordecai did
Jelly knows a lot more than she lets on.
So, you land in at the port in on Kryn.
Good evening.
Land in a city called Collier, which is one of the ports. It's like a smaller area because like not many people are spell jamming around here, but it's got like all the stuff you need, uh like a tavern, a bar, somewhere to buy potions. But there's no like the Doar aren't here in mass, set buying and selling stuff.
I definitely want to make a pit stop at the bar if we have time.
Sure. There's always time for it.
Sounds good to me.
Boop, boop. If your friend Mordecai will allow it.
I mean, like, I'm ready to go to the bar. No matter.
I feel like we gotta
Yeah, it's been a while since we bought rum. So,
Man, I still have 5 bottles.
Nice.
Mordecai says we'll arrange to have Tasselhoff and his acquaintances to meet us at the tavern.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I think you mean we'll arrange.
See how I refer to those guys as his acquaintances and you as his friend. So you know, big difference. Yeah. I'm like, hey Jelly, so you coming off the ship with us when we go to the bar, or are you just hanging out here?
I mean, I can do whatever you guys need me to.
I'm gonna say, hey Jelly. You wanna stay on the ship and do some stuff for
Missy.
me while you're gone?
I don't think you're ready for this, Jelly.
I think you're ready for this, Jelly.
I can do it, sir. What do you need?
Yeah, I'm gonna like walk her aside, like out of earshot of not necessarily like Ajax and Kraken, but like Mordekainen, like
Especially Mordecai.
yeah, like let's just get out of his earshot a little bit. Just say, hey Jelly, like I'm kind of running low on crystals here, and
Crystal mass.
like he's really not gonna know if maybe 5 more were gone. Like if you is solid and just like maybe take them and hide them somewhere, or keep them in your pocket, or like shove them inside you so they're just like floating around underneath your clothes. Like that would be cool if you could do that for me.
What do you
I'll
think,
give
chat?
you 5 silver pieces.
Yes or no? Or no input?
From the chat?
We'll do it unless someone in the chat says not to.
Yeah, perfect. I'm gonna thank Jelly.
Mhm.
And yeah, give her 5 silver pieces. Say buy yourself something nice.
Myself something now.
So you drop them and she like kind of like absorbs them into her.
Nice.
And you can see them starting to corrode, the little silver pieces corroding away.
Nice.
I like to think she gets something out of that, though.
Yeah.
Maybe some nutrition or something.
Maybe some intelligence.
Whoa, don't make it too smart. She'll be taking over the ship.
Yeah, you're right.
So you guys go to the bar, and it's pretty. There's not many people in here because this is a spell jam report, and a lot of people don't do spell jamming. So it's just like bare bones in here, and the staff is like one person because there's not many people to serve. So what do you do?
Hey, Mordecai, and you ready for some shots?
I don't know about that.
It's a tradition.
Why?
Every time we stop to a new
Are you a pussy or something?
I must keep my
Take
mind.
offense to that term being
I must keep my mind
It's
sharp.
okay for us to say. Even though we're off the ship, I go boop boop. I'm like, that Mordecai and that friend of yours, real stick in the mud.
The Ajax.
Yo,
You up for a challenge?
always.
Me too.
Alright.
And
I
then,
want
I
a
don't need
shot
to drink.
competition.
Read anything.
Drinking and driving. Is that gonna be okay? In
Right.
hyperspace?
I mean, I don't technically drink or eat anything because Warforged. So like, I'm just gonna shove it on my face and see what happens.
We've never beat Jelly either.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean we don't don't try. We're getting in a drinking competition, Lauren.
Yep, drinking competition.
I don't know if you've ever lost one of these.
I don't think I have either.
First up, who's paying? Who's tab? Someone opening a tab for this drinking competition? The bartender's fees.
Or
I will.
the
Being the captain, I'll be like, all right, folks, all right, crew, I'll pay for your drinks.
Mordecai's not part of our crew, though, right? No, Cooper is.
He's our employer.
Gotcha. Yeah, man, order them up. Something big and hefty.
I'm gonna say first one who passes out won't even know that they're paying for the drinks, so
Hey.
good on them.
So yeah, you guys start drinking. So it'll start at 5 and go up by. It'll be con saves. It'll go up by 5 every drink until you fail. That's when you'll pass out. If you have resistance to poison, you can roll at advantage. So that's you can.
Not have resistance to poison.
I'm immune
Uh,
to poison. Or
Not immune to poison.
immune to being poisoned.
You're not.
Right?
Nope. You have advantage on saves against being poisoned.
13.
Immune to disease.
I'm gonna cast Bless on me and Lauren.
Wow. Picking favorites.
Because I'm still a little. I'm being a little catty over his so.
Or actually, no, 19.
Con saves for how'd you say this was done?
Con saves. I got a 12.
It's a 5 to start off with.
That's
You'll pass the first one with ease.
And the second.
So Lauren, you get to add a D20.
Also, each of these drinks are 1 silver piece. So 3. You got 3 down so far.
You're writing it down, or you want me to?
You
write
get the
it down?
first one done.
Yeah.
I'll keep track of how much you owe.
So we're going with
Alright.
the second one.
Second one.
And that is a 10.
Pass. 18.
I got that.
I got
That is 16.
24.
Not
So you all three passed the second round?
Yep.
Third round.
Ooh, I barely got this one. 17.
18.
You failed, Cam?
I got 22.
This one 20.
I got just on 20.
Woohoo!
I got 13.
25.
Failed, Cam?
Yeah.
We
so-
just
Cam's unconscious.
Yep, call him cracking, quacking, slapping. For nothing.
I'm gonna spit on him before I continue.
Oh.
I'm like, whoa. Let it stop her. I'm unconscious.
Yeah, same.
14.
Same. 20.
Oh, Kyle and Lauren passed out at the same time.
Usually after you spit.
I feel like we should go down together, high five, and then drop.
So, just so we know, Captain Crack is definitely on the bottom. We passed out on
Yeah.
top.
You all got blackout drunk off of 14 silver pieces.
And that was the captain that was paying for that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
How
captain's
much,
paying for that.
how much is silver and gold?
1 gold to 10 silver.
And silver? So
1 gold and 4 silver.
I feel like you strategically bowed out early to save money.
Yep.
Money well spent.
So you guys are all unconscious as you wake up to being you're shaken and you wake right up, but
Who's
still
shaking me?
Whoa, whoa.
Is
still
that you, Jelly?
you're all still poisoned though. So you have disadvantage on a bunch of stuff.
Oh man, that's not good.
Just for an hour though, till you get over it.
I hate being hungover, so I'm gonna cast. Does Lesser Restoration give her poison?
Yep.
I'm gonna cast it on myself.
Yep.
I don't want to make it look like it had any effect on.
I'm just gonna take out a bottle of rum and just keep
drinking.
drinking so that I don't get hungover.
Right. So you're gonna need to do another con save though. It'll be a 20.
20?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm gonna eat,
I might pass out again, boys.
gotta eat my channel of divinity
Oh,
to regain a spell.
That was the nat one.
You pass out. A drop touches your lips and you're like just studs on the floor.
I'll try to lift her up. That's help like carry her.
You'll need to do
Yeah.
an athletics check.
Can you pick up 475 pounds?
475. I have 18 strength, but like you can drag
check.
plus 8, 14.
Yeah, that's good. So you could like just move her a little bit, basically. Not 100% pick her up.
Like Captain, this would go a little bit easier if you help.
Yeah, sure.
Friend Mordecai and come and woke us up. Like we want to leave him waiting.
So Mordekainen says, our friends have arrived. If you guys would like to meet them, perhaps in your condition, though,
I'm fine.
you'd prefer to go back to the ship. You're fine. It's up to you, though.
You want to meet him right now? I can fix you up. It's always best to let Misty sleep this off.
Yeah, sure. Let's meet him right now.
You're back to the.
More
So
Misty isn't involved in the tight
I'm
conversation.
like, okay, you gotta look me straight in the eye. This is the only way I can do it. Okay, you look me in the eye, and I slap you. And then as I slap you, it's gonna touch you. Cast Lesser Restoration.
I like it.
You feel better, don't you?
Oh yeah. Perfectly fine.
So you guys, Mordekainen leads you over to this table that has this guy with a red cloak over his head as he takes it down to reveal his white hair. He's got this like orangish tan skin, and then this like this almost pretty well your average looking rogue sitting next to him, as well as there's 5 of these heavily armored big weapon like brutes, like just kind of sitting around as like a guard sir.
Wizardy dude wrestling?
Yes, this wizardy dude is Raslin. And his friend the rogue. I said he was a wizard before, but he's actually a rogue. Is that Tasselhoff
Yeah.
is.
My guy definitely doesn't know that. I know that.
So these guys are sitting here, and he's like, "You only come here, Mordecai. You would only come here in times of dire need. What's happened?" Says, "Well, I feel that the Vordoni Empire is making a move on our three connected crystal spheres." Uh, Razalin says, that, that could be a problem. We've sensed something similar, so we missioned this great serpent to protect our sphere. Uh,
We almost killed that.
I'm certain nobody would be able to get past her.
Yeah, not now.
I'm
Unless
gonna loosen my
unless
plate up
she
around
said-
my neck.
so. What specifically have you seen? As he turns to Mordecai and kind of turns it over to you guys and says, I mean, like, you guys are the space pirates. I'm more or less the down to earth guy. So what have you seen specifically?
A couple ships.
No big deal.
One.
He's talking about what we've seen about the Empire.
Yeah.
I mean, they came to Mordecai's base there. Can't remember what the planet's name.
Favoring, wasn't
Mordecai? No, that was in Gray Space.
it?
Gray Space, yeah, right. They came to Gray Space, and then when we tried to leave, once we tried to leave Gray Space, they were all around outside of the crystal sphere, like they were trying to not let anyone come in or out of it. Not sure why they were picking that one place, but that's all we really
There's
know.
werewolf people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're piloted by a bunch of werewolf people.
Captain Ralph.
Captain
the
Ralph is the
captain
name
of
of
one of the
one
ships.
of the ships.
Does that ring a bell?
Who's emperor nowadays?
Why don't
Is it
you
the
know
same?
this, sir?
I've known from a long time ago, but I mean, who knows? Something could have happened to him, or like political turmoil is a problem even in all corners of the universe.
I slam the table. It doesn't matter who the emperor is. These guys have to be stopped. Can't have these Vordonians just taking people over. The
You-
empire must be crushed.
You're quite right. So, does this mean that we get the Rock of Brawl council back together? Or kind of like that's exactly what. Like, you guys weren't here last time. As he looks at you guys, but I'm sure a few space pirates will help. 'Cause that's
Prefer the term space smugglers.
oh, sorry, space smugglers. That's fair. So you will return us back to the Rock of Brawl then?
Yep, got plenty of room on the ship.
At a very reasonable price.
Yeah. Of only
14 silver. At
Yeah.
least, if ever.
14 silver?
No. Carry on, Captain.
Yeah, I was gonna say 10 gold for your crew to accommodate us on our way back to the Rock Brawl.
That's more than reasonable. He hands you 10 gold pieces. Says, is it? I assume it's all right if I bring my security with me.
I mean,
Assuming,
yeah.
assuming you have a big enough ship for us.
If they're okay staying in the storage area, then I'd be
Tap you on the shoulder. There's a monster down there, remember?
then I'd be more than happy to accommodate them for a gold apiece.
Very well, very well. He hands you 5 more gold. Let's make haste.
Yeah, the cast haste.
I'm gonna
Um,
put a gold pot for our ship of what our ship makes in total.
Or go
Just
behind.
for-
You guys will just give me that money. I'm gonna put more, just as much money into your well-being. All you're doing is improving yourself. Paying me money to upgrade you.
I guess I'll be the broker though. You come to me and you're like, hey, look, I need some more money in the budget.
No
And I'll
money
be
in
like,
the
hey,
budget.
I mean, like, sure.
Do we
You know,
really need those
yeah.
air fresheners? I don't think so. Fine. Jelly can keep stinking up the joint. Well, poison and acid doesn't get on anyone else's nerves.
you see in the bar, Mordekainen goes over into a corner, and it looks like he's talking to himself.
Like, eavesdrop the shit out of this?
Give me a stealth check.
Stealth check.
Stealth? Yeah, yeah.
I
What are you
did
getting
not
caught?
want to hear those words. That's gotta be bad.
Rolling 2. You get
Disadvantage.
Yeah,
to make it neutral.
that's my count. Hey, that saved my bacon. The 16.
Yeah, good.
17. But, yeah. Too big
Um,
now.
And you can roll a perception check.
15.
So you kind of like are just leaning in close, kind of get a good spot where you can hear. You hear him explaining where you're going and why you're going there. Like you hear him say, like, we're headed to the Rock of Brawl for a council meeting. He says, I feel like you should be joining us there, but I understand if you're indisposed.
Keep listening.
He
possible.
he cuts it off there.
Stare at him like intently.
He doesn't notice you.
Start walking towards him.
And he's like, oh, Ajax,
What
are we
you
ready?
doing over
Are we ready to head out?
here? Yeah. Who are you secretly communicating with? I heard everything.
Admitting right out.
I don't like how you're buddying out with our captain either.
Rary has always been part of council,
He
and
betrayed you.
he has his council is extremely useful, especially in times of war.
For escaping and working with Jarlaxle. Those are the skills he brings.
Was just a little misguided, I
He's
feel.
trying to steal your crystals. As far as we know, Jarlaxle's in cahoots with the Verdoni. He might have been taking those crystals to upgrade their ships to make them go faster.
I think Rary would do that.
You don't even know.
Know him. I know him.
I know a coward when I see one. And I know someone who's trying to muscle in on someone else's friendship. Letting you know, Mordecai. Do one of those, like...
Says, well, what's done is done.
And then, I just asked real quick, like, change the tone of my voice. I'm like, do you know where a good spot to go buy potions around here?
There's just a little stand with minimal stock.
We have minimum funds, so that's short. And,
Well,
then as I turn to leave, I do another one of those, like,
You tell me about this interaction you had with Mordecai?
it's on need to know basis. I feel like this will be brought up at the opportune time. Then I want to say, aha! Knew he was trying to hose in on being friends with you. I want to go see. First, I need to know what they charge for said potions.
you're asking Mordecai?
Well, if you told me where they go, I'd leave to go buy said potions. Unless it's like a long ways away or something.
No, it's all right. Potions of Healing?
Healing.
Yeah, the 2D. The regular ones are 50, and the greater ones are 150.
Ooh, 150.
We don't get much business around here, so we need to sell at hard retail prices.
I'm gonna take his pity story, and I'm gonna say, I'll give you 450 for the 3 greater, but can you throw in a baby one too, like a normal?
All right.
Like, count out 450 in gold. Give it to him. 4 graders. Or 3 graders, sorry. 3 graders and 1 normal. We head back to the ship. Are you able? You're probably never gonna take damage.
Me? No,
We're gonna be in
barely.
bad shape if you take damage. So, Lauren, I'll give you 2 greater healing potions.
Lit.
No, take 3. Take 3.
I don't know if I can even benefit from healing potions.
Red Bull gives you weight?
Yeah.
I can.
Sponsored? Not sponsored by Red Bull.
Yeah, they were 4d4 plus 4. So in case you get into something else's mouth, you'll have something to drink while you're in there.
Other than rum.
Oh yeah.
Other
Along
than
with your
rum.
rum.
That's good to come back to ship.
Yeah, I got.
Oh,
Quick to me.
they're like a clothes shop. I'm looking for one of those great big, like, girly sun hats. You know what I mean? Like the wide brims. They're like brownish looking.
The guy at the potion shop has a few hats.
They have one that roughly looks like that.
Sure, yeah.
Is it dirt cheap?
No, it's extremely expensive.
How much is it
No.
truly expensive?
For a hat, I mean, 3 gold. A lot for a hat.
Freaking long for a hat, but I'll give it to him.
Like,
What?
these were handmade hats. Like, my wife made these.
I don't even listen to him. 'Cause he's like gouging the crap out of me.
I gave you the throw in.
That's
My wife will kill me if I don't sell these.
pretend- I
Alright, praise.
pretend to care every sob story.
Yeah,
I
that's
told him
right.
I want a cape. Said, I'm capable of
I mean-
flying
No
through
capes here.
space now. I want a cape.
I mean, you could commission my wife to sew you a cape. We
How
could
long would that
definitely do that. I mean, if you pay an extra fee for express, we could get it done tonight.
Sure. I want some decals on it though. I want some embroidery. I want some people being shot with guns.
Right? Are you okay with paying up front?
Sure.
for it?
Yeah, as long as I get what I'm paying for. Or
So-
else
I have to advise
that
you against
embroidery
paying.
on the
With-
back of the cape will come true.
With the express, it'll be 20 gold for the cape.
How about
Hand sewn. And we can
How
even
about-
embroider something special onto it for you.
an odd 17? We'll call it odd.
With no embroidery.
No, with embroidery.
That was something I was throwing in for the 20.
Here, Lauren, I'll chuck you 1 platinum piece. That's odd, and that's worth 10 gold.
Nice.
Um,
Alright, yeah, I'll give him 20.
alright.
For 1 platinum piece.
Yeah, so that's still odd coinage.
Yeah.
Look at me. I run back to the ship. I give the big hat to Jelly.
Right.
I wanted you to have something from we were in your sphere. Who knows when we're coming back? Mordecai's got this place running like shit. The whole place is gonna come crumbling down.
Mordecai doesn't run this.
Jelly, a lot has changed since the last time you've been here.
Uh,
I'm also gonna talk to Jelly.
you
and
pl-
ask
you
her-
place it on her head, and it like starts just sinking down into like her stomach, and she's like, "How's it look?"
Looks good.
I'm gonna ask Jelly if she completed the mission that I gave her.
She's just like, kind of like, and you can
What
see
mission?
you can see 2 crystals that are in the act of disintegrating inside of her stomach.
This can't be
Jelly.
safe. This can't be safe.
2 crystals. I said 5 crystals.
Reach in and grab them.
I'm reaching in and grabbing them.
Give me a sleight of hand check. Gonna be good.
4.
One of the crystals, the chain reaction causing both crystals, explode in Jelly's stomach.
No.
As she disintegrates into pieces flying, jelly all over the bow of the ship, and you also take well, you take 23 necrotic damage
Ooh, wasting all that.
as
gold on you.
like this blast, like before when the little tiny black holes are opening, just disintegrate. As you can see, after these sort of like all the pieces are sort of like moving towards each other in the center, but she'll be indisposed for a good hour.
Don't die in us. Don't die in us. You'll be okay. You'll be okay.
I'm gonna
So yeah, you didn't get any crystals from that expedition.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to Ajax about my ring that he gave me and how it turns me invisible. And I'm gonna ask if we can somehow maybe engineer it into the ship. Maybe like grab a couple other things like
I'm pretty sure I
Some
can
other
slip
things,
that
yeah.
on into the ship.
and to like make the ship go invisible.
Oh, and do something.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I'm just gonna say yes. I think I could do that.
All right, I'll take it.
But then you won't have the properties of saving your CPU. You'll die. That's like backup, or you.
Oh, yeah.
You'll die. But our ship can go invisible, which helps with our non-pirating.
I won't do that yet, Ben. I'll think about it.
Check this with friend Mordecai, and if you have to get a second opinion on something. Go back to fixing up my favorites on the desk as jelly's melting in the
So-
floor.
Mordekainen and Raslin and Tasselhoff and Bigby are all on the ship, and they're like, "All right, are we ready to? Talking about?
We're gonna wait till night for her cape.
Hey, what are you talking about?
I
We
told
need to
her,
leave."
Never pay up front. She's
Hey,
20 gold in.
They said express. Like, maybe they can express ship it to
We need to leave immediately.
Are you gonna cover her 20 gold fee?
Yeah.
Fine. Let's go.
Yeah, I need interest because that was gonna be
Interest.
awesome. That was gonna be awesome. My performance was gonna be
It's
so
priceless.
enhanced by that.
You're saying you're willing to risk the state of the universe for a cape?
For the enhancement of my abilities,
Edition,
yes. 10% interest fee.
Fine. 22 gold.
22 gold.
Fine.
right? Worth every cent.
Like, worth 10%. Right.
So are we ready to blast off now?
Yep. Gonna flick some switches, press some buttons. Make sure Kyle's in the ready position, or Ajax is in the ready position, and just gonna tell the whole ship like ready for liftoff.
I guess I'll hit it in hyperspace. But I don't put my heart into it.
Did we have time here to heal the ship at all?
I'm still down.
Not while you win.
Yeah, still at 80,
We
85.
got blackout drunk. Bought hats and capes.
That I'm not gonna get.
Yeah, but Lauren, you just made 12 gold.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And I still could go pick up the cape later.
I doubt it. It's gonna sell like hotcakes.
Yeah,
Next time
can
you come
sell
back,
that.
he's gonna have a full business. No more selling potions. He's just
Just
selling
cake.
custom cakes.
I told him that if I didn't get it, that what was embroidered on the back of the cape was gonna happen to him.
Right. So he's gonna have to chase us down through the galaxy and deliver it.
Yep.
The last day of the campaign, we're getting ready to go fight some god on some off planet that's gone crazy, gone completely nuclear.
Here comes this guy.
Just on the battlefield, on back of a camel.
Yep.
Wait!
Your cave!
You missed it! And you're like, yeah. Do you remember? You remember this little guy who was on this planet and grinned? No? You ordered a cape!
You paid for the express, so we got it as fast as we could.
Oh, poor guy. Doesn't matter that he's here, you might as well join our party.
Basil.
Unless you want to spend another 6 months trying to get back.
You had to be the best. No, that's not me. What? No, she was on that planet. We get it all the time. For space.
Hey guys, yeah. You need a check to blast? Yeah, you'll just do it eventually. You're not in like a escape type running from anything situation. You get it going, and you get to the edge. A portal opens directly in front of you. As you go through and you see the serpent on the outside, nods to you, closes directly behind you.
Tell Jelly as she's forming together. I know we could have took her. Whatever will be. Through. At least smart,
Assholes.
though. Have like something guard your crystal like that.
Especially when a lot of people in your crystal sphere don't know that about Spelljammer
Yeah.
and other planets and stuff.
You guys enter into the astral sea. As you're flying, you have time to do stuff.
Everything's repaired. No.
We're still at 85 hit. He let us go off into hyperspace because we would have just kept
Right.
flying, but we're at 85 hit points and our max is 100.
I'm wondering if I could somehow take that piece of the non-Lloyd ship and put maybe like a shield thing, maybe where Lauren sets to shoot her gun, to try to build like a blaster shield to like maybe give her like half cover if she stays there to shoot.
Yep, that'll for sure work. You can do a smithing check.
I'll guide myself, knowing that this isn't a rushed process. Really glad I did. It's looking like a 15. 15.
So it takes you a bit, but you get it, and it seems like it'll provide the shooter half cover
You got Lauren?
while attached to it.
Thanks.
So we got like a bunch of time again, right?
Yep.
So we're gonna get the ship up to full hit points. Like, you want us to roll for that, or just
No,
say
you
we gotta
can do it.
I can take a long rest and to full hit point.
Yep. But before Cameron and Kyle take their long rest, since you guys were doing stuff for the first little while, boom, big boom.
Probably nothing. Actually, the last time I heard a big boom, it was all those ships.
You see this cannonball flying towards your ship as it just goes over top of it.
Was it like
And-
just like in space floating by, or like
No, it
shot
was shot. You heard the boom. Did
by?
you not hear my
Unrelated
boom?
I'm gonna get up out of my bed and I'm gonna be like, yeah, yippee-ki-yay. I'm gonna say, all right, boys, let's get ready. Cannonballs flying from the sky. Time for a party.
Out of the mist that that envelops the astral sea, you see this sort of hippo-like head with big fangs and made of like this brass material with green smoke flowing out of its mouth, kind of breached the clouds as the rest of it, this gargantuan ship, comes behind it. As you recognize this as GIF Bombard.
Ship is
Is
so much better than ours.
bad stuff. And you know there's a bunch of GIF on there as well.
Boop, boop. Um,
I'm diving.
just don't want to alarm you, or anything, but we're in trouble.
So we'll roll initiative, just basically an initiative off between the ships.
Oh yeah.
Got a 16.
21.
Go first.
Eyo.
As this big ship blasted a huge cannonball at you.
But next.
All right. So how far away are they?
They're pretty close. Hold on. 120 feet.
Are we gonna do a battle map for this fight?
Yeah, we will.
I say their ship's a lot bigger than ours. Might as well. Best chances to board them. Kill them all. What?
Chances to board with like lots and lots of meat.
It's GIF. That's how you said. For some reason, every time I hear that, I think
The
GIF
GIF.
Yankee. Yeah.
It's funny for like GIF not being that common either. They're like 100 times more common than GIF. Still think they should be called GIF.
GIF.
Like that.
I mean, yeah. Still say board 'em.
You gotta think too, jellies might not be reformed. They're gonna be really behind in the fight.
I don't think Jelly's ever like made an attack or anything in the fight yet, has she?
Move around.
I'll turn her into a T-Rex. Done.
Yeah, perfect. Got something big.
Have to beat you a little bit.
Who's this guy that we were taking on again? What's his name?
Different, a whole bunch of different people we don't know. That was Captain Ralph, but werewolf.
Let's go first. In any order.
I'm diving off the boat.
Before I drive it out?
Yep.
Well, I'm going to.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
Do you have enough movement to get to the ship?
Probably. Got 40 swim speed. Oh, sorry.
Just what is this? Is this the front version?
Why not wait till
Yeah.
we're up there?
So like we're front facing.
I got nothing to do on my turn anyway, so I might as well just drive the ship up and then disconnect. Right? Like, we're gonna board these guys. The plan. Connect our attachments here.
Where'd Lauren go? Did she make it to?
Lauren's up on that bottle.
I'm in the air.
with the airdrop hippos.
Yep.
How much movement does it take to get from the engine room to the deck? Like half my movement.
Done.
How much movement does it take to get from the lower deck to the top deck?
Yeah. Spearman?
Like here.
What?
I will use my action to cast Spirit Guardians at 4th level, and then I will bonus action cast Spiritual Weapon at 2nd level. Nope, 3rd level. Spirit Guardians. 15 feet. Cast spell. Any affected creature speed is halved while they're in the area. And when the creature enters the area for the first time or starts its turn, they do a wisdom save or take 4d8 radiant damage.
Who are you doing with this? Or is it? It's a.
On me,
Oh.
Spirit Guardian.
Gotcha, right.
And then I cast Spiritual Weapon at 3rd level. I'll wave it out. And to steal this d4, I'm going to put it at the closest guy, and then he's going to attack closest dude there. And I got an 18.
That hits.
And he's going to take 15 damage. And then there's going to be the 2 closest guys are going to be affected by Spirit Guardians if nobody moves.
On their turns. So that was Kyle. Did Lauren do anything?
He moved.
Moved?
I just jumped off the ship.
As you like approach the ship and they see you, they say, "What are you doing with these creatures?"
I'm doing what I do.
Are you ruling these people? Are you like their captain?
Not really technically.
Disgrace.
You're a disgrace.
Got you there.
Have anything on me? I'm the captain here. Among GIF, you can't even gain power among the others.
I'm gonna just start shooting at him. Yeah.
This was like the main guy who's like on the helm.
Yep.
Or near the helm anyway.
Yeah. I don't have any disadvantage at.
Where are you like, gonna be? Just floating around, flying around?
Yep.
Yeah, if you guys had disadvantage on a shot, I could even get rid of your disadvantage.
23.
3.
17 damage.
attack?
And my second attack. Can I unleash the beast as my second attack, or does that take both of my attacks?
That's your action.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. So it's a DC 14.
But you already attacked, so you can't do that. Because
Oh, okay.
you're in the middle of your attack action.
Right. Okay, so I'll just laser him again. 2 19s. 25. $25 damage that time. And that's... as my bonus action, can I fly to the part of the ship where, like, the hippo's head is? Like, to the...
Oh yeah.
front of the ship, and I just want to like smash a crystal into like the skull or like the mouth of the hippo, and then yell to Kyle, "Yo, if you think you got this shot, aim for the crystal. I think this is gonna do some major damage."
All right.
God at you.
After your turn, Lauren, the warlord takes a legendary action, and
Ooh.
he points his double-barreled musket at you. Fires. That's 23.
That would hit.
.30 piercing damage as you get shot in the chest with this musket. As he says, "Join us or die." Your
Well,
gift. We can teach you not to be weak like you are.
considering the weakness of that shot that I just received, I don't think I want to be on the losing side you guys are on.
Oh,
And
snap.
spit at him.
He runs towards you, just barreling towards you.
On the ground.
I'm just,
On
I'll
the ground,
just,
yeah.
I'll just like fly up like to,
Would he
just
get within
above him.
15 feet of me? I'm just like looking at the map. Was he the guy at the helm?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, so DC 14 Wisdom and it's 20 Radiant.
In a legendary. What was it again? Yeah.
Wisdom. It'll be 10 then.
Oh, that was legendary action. So, Cam, Kyle wins.
This is our first round still?
Yep.
Or did
Alright.
you do something?
Yeah, I moved.
He moved this shit.
Then
Right.
I'm gonna unhook from the ship, and I'm gonna quicken polymorph. Or yeah, can I still Jelly's like not fully formed back to himself yet, but could I still polymorph him?
I'll say no.
Polymorph me? I've got. Can I still use spiritual weapon?
You
Probably. I don't know if you can. Or your polymorph. But I could still definitely concentrate on Spirit Guardian. If you need to get your polymorph off, or we can do something else with it.
Yeah.
Because Lauren's
could
better
I-
off not being polymorph.
Yeah. Could I polymorph one of the guards that we have on the ship that we're carrying?
I'm sure.
Send him out to fight? Alright. Well,
You get Mordecai in the next. And after.
they're huge, right? Or large, right? Huge?
T-Rexes?
Yeah. So probably
Assuming they're high enough. They might not be a high enough level to be turned into T-Rexes.
Yeah.
that's it for me.
They'll go like after these guys. Or shipmate.
Ooh, musket.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't need to see
Who's that? Oh, that's
the T-Rex.
where you go.
In front of the T-Rex.
That's you. And the Lauren.
Lauren. That D4 is my spirit weapon.
How are you doing?
Well, actually,
Pop
I'm not
bottles?
even on the pop bottle technically anymore. I'm at like behind. I was down by like the rhino's head, so like I'm
Oh,
at,
yeah.
yeah there.
Alright, so that's perfect. These guys are gonna throw some grenades at you.
Ooh.
So let's go with 4 C15 deck saves.
And all of us, I see.
Yeah. DC what?
15.
Pass 1.
Crushed.
Ooh, I failed 2.
It's 12 damage for every one. So past it, it'll be 6 for that one.
What
You
type
failed
of
the
damage?
force.
3 12s is 30. I gotta do a bunch of concentration.
So you see 2 of them pull out more grenades, but the other one go to pull another grenade and don't have it
I lost concentration.
on your.
How do you do
I only
plus-
needed
weapons?
3s.
Oh,
How do you do concentration checks?
It's
Concentration.
10s. You need to do a concentration save and be a 10 because the damage was 9. Yeah, I had
10?
took resilience and con. And I was like, I'll be able to hold those spells. Spirit Guardians is down.
guys. Go bombs too. So 3 more DC 15 deck saves.
Crushed.
3? 3 more?
3 more, yeah.
Oh, I just
Failed all 3.
Ones are 18.
9, 10,
9 half. Oh, these ones are thunder, not force.
I'm unconscious.
Also unconscious.
You don't have absorb elements, Cam?
What is half again?
No,
9.
No, I don't.
I'll can I am I close to camp? I can go feed, or on my turn I can go feed camp.
Kyle might be the smarter one because he'll Cam.
Yeah.
The warlord who wants Lauren's blood says, "Look around. Your friends are dead. Gif are mighty. These people are weak. We're the only chance that this universe has of surviving. Together, strong." As he's got his musket point.
I have missions to complete, sir, and you are in my way. And
For you in mind, as he. Did you reckless?
yep. Yep.
$32 piercing damage, so half for 16. As it's mortar cannon. Aslan. Show you what you're teamed with them.
Not showing me anything. Unconscious.
Mortar cannon's going for a sunburst and s- he'll use burns other weapons, but everybody blinded
Nice.
except for the captain.
Oof.
I'll take 2 damage. Right. And then what's okay. Gonna punch that warlord in the face. That's it for Big B. He's gonna try to dominate the warlord. Legendary. 2. He just barely made it. 22 exactly.
Oh.
So that's Raslin. T-Rex. What do you guys want
T-Rex
the
is
T-Rex to
gone.
do? Oh, he's gone.
Put Tim's down.
So it's back to you guys. Lauren, you go first, I assume, so nobody has to do a death save yet.
I'm gonna unleash the beast here.
Unleash it.
Dex save.
One.
All fail.
Nice. Oh wait, it's at disadvantage as well.
Oh yeah, they all
So-
failed.
They all failed. So it's
Will call lightning work?
Yeah.
that's 17 damage to whoever in that 6-foot cone. I'm assuming it's all of them.
17.
Yep.
You drop one of the.
Nice. Gonna say your crew is gonna start dropping like flies here in a little bit, Captain. And as a bonus action, is there any way that I could like throw a potion at Kyle's
I'm
face so
right
that
next
it
to you.
like oh okay.
Yeah, you
Perfect. Can I feed Kyle a potion as
Yeah.
a bonus action?
forgot about that, did you?
Yeah, I forgot that everyone was
Bless.
unconscious.
Just bless. Lauren's in mid rage and everyone's dying. It's like, oh, am I the healer now?
Like I've
Well,
only taken
you can go,
like
Kyle.
Healing word, Camden. 4. As I start to get to one knee, I say some words to Kraken. I'm like, it's not time for you to keep your eyes closed forever. It's time for me to steal some power from the ship and unleash the ship's power on these people. As I try to like channel energy from the ship, cast a call lightning on all of those guys, 60-foot radius. So the way I want to flavor is like drawing electricity from the ship. And I'd like to also try to damage their helm with this. And it's a DC 14 dex save. passes. What's it? 14. It's 29 lightning damage because I cast it at 4th level. This is also a concentration.
That marks the 4 shipmates.
Kind of neat. If there's an existing storm, you just use that storm. So it's like, kind of neat. I was like, one of those planets has like a storm field all around it. So you said 4 of them died?
And I killed one too. Did we take that one off that
No.
I killed?
So what do you have left on your paper? The captain and...
And 3 more.
Okay.
All right. Camden's turn now.
Cam, shoot, or yeah, shoot the hippo thing. Shoot the crystal that I put in the hippo's mouth.
Oh, yeah, it's crystal as well?
Yeah.
And the captain does?
In the mouth of the hippo, like sculpture on the ship.
Yeah?
Yeah, I shoved it in there so that Kyle would shoot it.
Yeah, I forgot
So
about that.
you shoot it.
Yeah. Who's sitting right on top of the head of the ship right now?
Me.
Me and Lauren are right there.
Me.
Are you guys... Kyle will probably die from...
I can pick
The
up Kyle
explosion.
probably, can I? Yeah, I can pick up Kyle.
flying out of the way
Yeah.
of the head of the ship?
Yeah.
You have movement?
Yeah, I didn't move at all last turn. I guess
You can't move.
yeah, I can't move though.
Or no, you use your blast thing so you can move.
Yeah, okay.
When you do your reckless.
Yeah. So I could scoop Kyle. Thing. Or I don't know.
I can do all
So-
my attacks from any range. Nothing I did on my turn did I need to be where I was.
Yeah.
Just wait for Ethan to say, yep, you can do that.
Yeah.
You what?
He wants to take Kyle out of the way of the head of the ship because he wants me to shoot the crystal that's in the head.
Yeah.
I don't want to kill Kyle in the process.
Right. Well,
Bruce up in the air. You know, probably. Or back on the ship, whatever.
So,
oh, straight up at where he was.
Yeah.
Well, that's still me closer to
Yeah, you may as well just go back to the ship. If I had that much movement. Well, I'll just get out of the way, basically.
so I'm gonna go down to Kyle's weapon, I guess. You fucking line it up. with
Oh,
the crystal.
before you do that, he's gonna take a legendary action because he's been forgetting to do that.
Mind his business.
He's gonna shoot Lauren in the face.
Was Lauren's face?
That one.
Haha!
Misty's face.
Yeah,
Mist.
him.
That's
But
how you
he-
got your name.
Yeah.
He's gonna keep.
Just
He's gonna keep.
Get off our ship.
Fill up this shit.
I go boop boop. We can confirm he's not a vampire. He answered without permission. So keep you updated.
First time. Boop boop. Hey guys, first time I'm on the intercom.
So what are you doing, Cam?
Boop boop. Only
I'm gonna
for
shoot the
important
crystal
messages only.
that Lauren put in the head of the ship.
So give me an attack roll. Need with whatever. What are you gonna use?
Uh,
Kyle's gun.
My gun's
yeah,
a
Kyle.
+5.
You can
Plus
use
5.
one of your spells even.
yeah, that's probably better than
Yeah.
a better chance to hit anyway.
Bro, so what? So what? What's
Firebolt, would that work? 22.
My gun.
So this big almost fireball like effect goes off as it'll hit Captain and that one guy who Kyle's spiritual weapon is behind. Captain saves. It'll go off your DC, I guess. For 21, we'll probably say.
Yeah.
The other guy fail.
Okay.
So you can roll 66.
Nice. Get half on the cap.
Yep. And it did some damage to it'll do the same damage to the cannon, but it's got a buttload of hit points.
Did the helm have a lot of? Does the helm have a lot?
The hell, man.
Thought it did.
It's one of the beefiest. So what'd you do, Ken?
28 damage.
That kills the guy that Kyle's spiritual weapon is at.
Say you are beginning to be outnumbered.
One GIF is worth 5 of these people that you have, especially those ones over there with the freaking robes on. Look at them. Wearing freaking cloth.
Got us there, like they're Nancy boys. I don't know what you want me to tell you. I know
So
they're your friends, but
now it's the GIF.
I probably also have somewhat of a robe on.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got.
make
Oh
it
yeah.
all the time.
Shock troopers are all out of
Or for
all out of thunder bombs.
I would say lay down their arms, and we could always use more hit points.
They threw out the thunder bombs as like an
Oh.
easy thought they defeat you, but now they're like, oh.
Honestly, it almost did defeat us, just one way from thunder bombs. I'm glad they didn't pack more. Okay, so I had a big 1 to my dex save. That's just because I have that luck stone.
Who are these two? Lauren
It
and
depends if you're targeting them for harmful things.
Lauren and Cam.
Is this something that someone's coming to like swoop down and heal, like vicious heals?
You guys both make a DC 16 strength check as they charge towards you. Check you.
DC what?
16?
I got
16.
a 16.
There's
Pass.
3.
3.
Oh.
You take
Okay,
7
John.
damage, Cam.
I'm just unconscious.
Oh.
Knocked off
Oh.
the ship as well.
Oh.
And unconscious.
I need to breathe. I'm weird.
So yeah. Could be worse for
Yeah.
You guys also have attacks of just a charge. So, what? We'll go 2 great swords at Kyle and 2 at Lauren.
they didn't want to gloat for a little bit for like knocking our captain off the ship.
Yeah,
Full action gloat.
The warlord sitting back and laughing. 2 for Kyle. 22 and a 19.
22 just hits. 19 misses. Need some piss damage.
17 slashing damage.
I'm unconscious. It goes cold.
Okay, get this camera working so that we can get the expression on your guys' face when you TPK.
That's why I bought Lauren those potions.
Yep.
And Lauren gets attacked as well. 2 great swords. Reckless?
Yep.
6.
Yep.
25.
Yep.
So wait for a Satan.
17. Tap for 8. Then, going 13.
Okay.
Yep.
I like how you're pretty.
Yeah.
With the skill spot. Because I always have trouble finding like
Yep.
the charisma, like those fine
Takes a little bit to get used to it, but once you get used to it, I like it way better.
Cannon's gonna cast
Kind of like
Disintegrate
if I was
on
gonna
the
do anything
warlord
else,
guy.
I'd switch this and this. Rather than this in my inventory,
Yeah.
because like it seems like you're gonna need a lot more room for inventory.
Warlord guy fails to disintegrate.
I just have
Woohoo!
this as like
Nice.
Mordecai's doing something.
Yeah,
Are you allowed-
Warlord
can't
is
spell that.
disintegrated,
Oh.
maybe. Warlord
Probably.
might be disintegrated.
A lot of the times I'll just disregard whatever these
Yeah.
things say and just put it wherever I want it.
That's what a normal person would do, but features. Somebody comes and gets me.
Maybe not quite disintegrate.
He disintegrated. He falls
Oh
to
yeah,
dust.
baby.
This flat Earth channel.
As he's laughing at your guys' imminent defeat, he crumbles into little tiny pieces of ash. Bigby reaches down with his hand and grabs Camden and sets him on the deck. And then, 1 sec.
I'm gonna look at these two gifts that are still on the ship, and I'm gonna say, surrender. Your captain is obviously dead and never coming back.
Yeah.
Surrender, or you will die. You will take everything on your ship, whether you're dead or not.
I mean, we'll take good care of them.
Says, if don't surrender. I don't know what you were taught, but if don't. You've never even seen the homeland, have you?
I'm shooting him right in the head.
Let us go, and we'll leave. But you're not getting anything from us, and we'll kill some of you
that
in the
counts as
meantime.
surrender.
We're not surrendering. We're just leaving.
Just leaving.
Just
We're not
leaving.
finishing the
We're
fight.
not surrendering anything.
Is it like an agreed
We're
timeout?
we're gonna let each other survive. You've killed lots of our guys. We've killed some of your guys.
Killed 0 of us.
0 of us.
0.
We almost. We've got. You're on the brink.
On the brink, yes. I'm not dead.
What do you say?
Leave.
Like, all right, as he kind of brings the warlord's body back, like
Dust.
to a safer
It's
area.
dust?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, he's dust.
Disintegrated.
Kind of does like a chest pound for his captain.
The ship.
Takes the helm, and they head off.
Wait, before this happens, does Bigby or someone like heal me or help me?
They don't have any healing.
Like mending.
Oh,
I'm a warforged.
Both you
Yeah,
and
mending?
Kyle are dead right now. I just need to fix Kyle and you'll be right set. I'm feeding Kyle a potion right now.
When I wake up, I'll feel words on.
Camden.
I mean, it's 6.
Alright, are they still leaving?
Yeah.
Yeah? I'd be like, take no prisoners. Hop in the helm and chase them down.
Oh, you're gonna chase him down. So you catch up to him pretty quickly.
But
But
talk to Lauren and be like, is this okay? Like slaughtering your gift
Oh
friend?
yeah, I'm diving off and getting ready to
give me a
Give him a
maneuver.
little bit of hope that we were gonna leave him alive.
Give me a maneuver check as you close in.
23.
All right, so you get up there. And what do you do?
I'm gonna yell to these guys. I'm gonna say, guys, let me have this one. Check this out. I think this is gonna be pretty cool. Just let me try this out a little bit.
You're talking to us?
Yeah.
I'm
I'm gonna jump off. I'm gonna do a little flip in the air, and then like a little side. Like I'm just gonna be like flying to the side, like laying on my side, and then I'm just gonna like unleash the beast on both of them. Like, getting them both, obviously, 60-foot circle, and just plowing them.
Caught up.
And it's a deck save at disadvantage.
Say hello to my
My
little
little
friend.
friend. Yeah, that passes.
I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna like speak while this is going on, while Lauren's like unleashing hell on him. Gotta be like, you should have left while I was unconscious. My friends are a lot more
30, they
merciful
die.
than I am.
22.
Both still kicking.
Oh.
As their ship turns bow and they blast a cannonball at you guys.
Not us. 30-20. Hit the shit.
Hits.
To hit the ship. It says.
Yeah.
My AC's better than yours.
Can I use shield on the ship?
No.
I can cast Shield of Faith.
Does 88 damage to the hull of your ship
I feel like we're kicking.
as a hole blasts directly through. You see this cannonball fly straight through your work area. You're like, and a hole on both sides.
I like to think Jelly was just starting to form to come upright, and that cannonball flies over. So she's like hot butter when you roll corn on the cobs. And she's got like that little curve in it. And I'm like, I'm speechless right now. Absolutely speechless. I have no idea. Like, this is bad. I like boop boop. You know how like in those famous TV shows like on Earth and stuff, where they're like, yeah, revert the power from this to this so we can have more power somewhere else. We don't have those options anymore. Everything is fucked right now. That was my one. Like, we're in danger zone.
I mean, like, there's only 2 left. Like, we can get these guys.
We got
It's
'em.
up to you. Just letting you know.
I mean,
Boop, boop.
how rough
We-
are these
we're
guys
not
looking?
giving up. Yeah, they're
No,
looking
no.
rough.
I'm not giving up.
They're looking rough.
I think we
Hit
got
them
it.
with something hard. Hey, I'll throw
It's our
it.
turn, right? I'm gonna
Everybody but Lauren. Lauren went.
just chuck out a fireball right at him.
Or yeah. They'll both die.
Go
Definitely.
death.
Death.
Then we're gonna raid their ship.
Yeah.
Take anything valuable.
Like the ship.
What?
Our ship is cooked.
Yeah.
Shouldn't we take their ship?
Well, I mean, this is our ship. Like, we can't just leave our ship. Maybe we'll take their ship,
I'll
but
take
like
the
tie
ship.
our ship on the
It'll
back.
be my personal ship. I'll take my own personal ship.
Like,
You can't
lug our-
fly it.
Tow our
I
ship
can't
along.
fly
You
it.
need spells.
And there's
spellcasting.
nobody left on the ship. Nobody.
Would they have enough spare parts on their ship or stuff I could scavenge or salvage to patch some of these holes on the ship?
Yeah, for sure.
They could. Okay. Well, that's why I'm going to be spending our time trying to make sure our ship can stay afloat.
So it'll take a bit, to gather the pieces that you need. But then once you get those, once you get those, you can take off at a really slow pace
Yeah.
because there's lots of damage. But you can take off and work on them on the way. But it'll just mean that it'll take longer to get there, so longer time to fix it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that. But yeah. So
Okay, so you need to have spell slots to fly one of these ships. So we're gonna have to give the gift ship to one of your friends
Oh yeah, probably.
to fly it if we want to take those ships. Or can we? Is their ship big enough that we could park our ship in their ship?
not quite.
But we could tow it.
Yeah. I mean, you could probably be easier to tow your ship with
Yeah.
their ship.
Yeah.
So is that
We
what
didn't even
you're
hit
gonna
their ship at
get
all,
set
too,
up?
so they're still out.
We're smart.
Yeah. We were planning on taking the ship.
Smash and grab it. It's
Yeah.
smash. Just for grab.
We got lots of people to man this ship now, too, because we got a bunch of crew. Perfect.
I'm gonna go
Pretty
check
good.
it out. Go look around.
Out the ship? Yeah,
I'm gonna
they're
go see the captain's quarters.
sure. You check out the captain's.
They might have maps to your home planet.
Yeah.
He's got this on his body anyways. There's this beautiful double-barrel musket,
Yep.
and in his room he's got.
Disintegrated, though.
Oh yeah, it's not magical. No, it is magical.
Okay.
So it doesn't destroy magic items. On the pile of ashes, there's a shiny double-barrel musket, and in the captain's quarters, there's barrels upon barrels of smoke powder, and barrels of ammunition for this double-barreled musket.
I'm gonna pick it up, kiss it, like just stare at it for a little bit, and like shoot it into the air.
Yeah, so you'll attune to it, and it's a it's a the +2, but you have to use your dex to attack with it.
So it's +4.
Your dex is 2, then
Yeah.
Proficiency
and your proficiency
3.
3.
+7. The range is only 20-60. Does 4d12 plus your dex and the +2 piercing damage.
That's pretty good.
And what was that about the
Plus your dex.
plus
So
dex?
plus, what's your dex, 2?
2.
Plus 4 damage. 'Cause you +2.
And you also, if you guys are like looking through the rest of the ship, the only other real things of value are their grenades. They have a store, like a stock of, they just, when they were throwing them, they just didn't have them like on their grenade belt type
Thank
thing.
goodness.
Perfect.
So you find a barrel of force grenades and a barrel of thunder grenades, which are it'll be about like 25 grenades in each of them. They're pretty big because they're like timey grenades. But
How much does one of those crates weigh?
a good
Force and
150 pounds.
I could pick that up
Thunder
though,
it
right?
was, right?
Easily.
Could I
Pick up
throw
both
that?
of them. You might not want to throw it.
No, but I could throw it.
Oh yeah, you could throw it.
Nice. Okay, so game plan, nobody do anything with the grenades, because I'm going to throw them up in the air and then hit them with my musket, because that just seems like a fantastic idea for later on in life.
I think they're pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
They laid waste to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I can just throw up that whole barrel of them
Throw them out of ship.
and set off, yeah,
Blow a hole right through
and
it.
set off 20 grenades right at one ship. Got her.
This cannon that's on this ship, like if we could fit that on our ship, then that's like killer. Even though I think this is the ship where literally the entire ship is a cannon, though, isn't it?
Oh
The
yeah.
front part. I think the ship's just straight better.
So you guys make the rest of the way. It'll take quite a bit of time to get the ship going again, but by the time you get to realm space, you're at a good 75% again. And you get there, you show up at the Rock of Brawl. Captain Zord comes towards you. He's like, the return of the prodigal son. As he comes towards Lauren and gives her a big hug. Says, you guys did a great job. That job you did, like, you only did half of it, and other people pulled off the other half. But it was a good. Actually, no, you were on the first part of that mission.
Yeah.
Just the rest of you weren't. Big chunk of money. You guys will get your share as well. I hear there's a council meeting going on. I don't know if you guys have any part to do with that, or if you just want your money and go. But yeah, feel free to go to the big pirate tavern and get a few drinks on the house. I've told them that you're coming, and to give your friends all that they can drink as well.
Sir.
So go have a good time, and I'll let you know how this council meeting goes. I'm part of it as well. May need your help going forward, but not without your fair share of pay to go with it. That's where we'll call it.
Nice.
We may return. We may return, but it's not 100%. So if you want to see more Spelljammer, freaking tell us. Tell us, like, we want to see more. We got to see more. And we'll do the big final war. But anyways, check out our tabletop troops on YouTube. This will be up soon, but our past stream will be up tonight. So check that out. Go check out the gaming channel, Easy Emon. Super cool. I haven't actually been on it in a while. We've been focusing on this, but
We'll be tuning in.
we'll be
soon.
tuning in cross-compatibly,
Yeah,
doing stuff. Yeah, go to the Tabletop Troops YouTube channel. There's some real cool stuff coming, and already on there, but there's more cool stuff to come. So
Yeah,
go
and
subscribe.
we're getting the video that we did of building my gift character.
Mm-hmm.
We're putting that up on YouTube.
Yeah, we're gonna put our homebrew creation on YouTube so that you guys can kind of see how we came up with the ideas, and we'll also link like maybe like a little PDF to it as well so that you can use the class if you'd like to. Maybe we'll say a bit about your idea there, Kyle. Your Mortal Kombat idea.
Yeah, I just kind of brought this up to Ethan today, really, of maybe trying to cook up a Mortal Kombat style tournament where there will be 8 combatants. We all like draw a class out of a bag or a hat or whatever, and then everybody builds characters up to, we haven't figured out much of the details, and then it will be a 1v1 PvP knockout tournament to see what class can take down this Mortal Kombat death battle style tournament, and then we'll take turns like being the referee, because it's basically going to take care of itself, but you never know, like there could be a few judgment calls that need to be made. So myself and Ethan both DM, and we know a couple other people that DM, and I think that would be fun, like trying to see like the rogue versus the fighter, the wizard versus the barbarian.
We'll have some commentators sitting like in my area here, and then whoever's like DM refereeing will have like out in the field like calling stuff. You like
We'll have flags.
we'll have a whistle and flags or some cool stuff. But no, I think Cleric's gonna be sneakily good.
I think Cleric, yeah,
Cleric's my bet. We'll take bets too.
Yeah. That's for sure.
Where my money's going. But
we might even try some of the homebrew classes and stuff that we got hooked up to. So we'll have more details when it comes.
We'll have more stuff. This is like we just started talking about it this morning, but I was like, yeah, that's a really good idea. And seeing as Spelljammer is going to take a bit of a break for now because we got some people leaving us, but we'll try to get back. So yeah.
Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, leave a comment, hit that bell for notifications, all that good stuff.
All right.
Peace.
Pieces, guys.
Peace and love, guys.
In whatever order.
Go.